Heads up, the show kicks off in 90 seconds. One minute until airtime. We're on the air in 30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
It's time for the PIAA Class 4A championship game between the Twin Valley Raiders and the Southern Lehigh Spartans. Tonight's broadcast on the PIAA Radio Network is brought to you by Edgar Snyder and Associates, UPMC, and the NFHS Network. Let's send it out to Cumberland Valley High School's Chapman Field. With the call of the game, here's Eric Thomas and Travis Sparks.
Tonight from Chapman Field in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, it is the PIAA Class 4A championship game. It is the District 3 champion, the Twin Valley Raiders, at 14-0. Head coach Brett Myers making his fourth PIAA championship game appearance, taking on the Southern Lehigh Spartans, 14-1, the District 11 champs, head coach by Phil Sams. Eric Thomas and Travis Sparks with you here tonight. It's a chilly night here in Mechanicsburg. Tonight, though, somebody is going to win a PIAA title for the very first time in school history. In fact, this is the first time either one of these programs has made it to the championship round of the PIAA tournament. Travis Sparks, on one hand, you've got Brett Myers, who's taken three teams, Middletown, all three at Middletown, to the state final. And on the other hand, Phil Sams, who earlier tonight was like, yeah, we're just happy to be here. It's another game.
Southern Lehigh has flown under the radar pretty much their entire lives. They usually don't get the most kind of media attention in the Lehigh Valley. You've got your Deerhoffs, your Bethlehem Catholics, Freedom, Liberty, Easton, and Parkland and Nazareth as well. You never hear Southern Lehigh. They compete in the Colonial Schuylkill League. They've always been a member of that Colonial League, 11-team league that they always play them against themselves. They never play against a whole lot of other teams from outside the area until they get to districts. But it's good to see them here for the first time. And the Twin Valley Raiders, what a story. They just started playing football in the late 90s. And when Brett Myers came here, boy, oh boy, did they kick it up a notch.
Southern Lehigh has gotten to this point by rallying the last 2 weeks. They beat Cardinal O'Hara in the semifinals by 4. They had to put together a heck of a rally against Shamokin, a great Shamokin team this year out of District 4 in the quarterfinal round. For Twin Valley, they basically rolled through the first couple rounds in the state tournament. They took apart West York, and then after trailing against Susquehanna Township in the quarterfinals, absolutely took it to the Indians in the second half. Last week against Aliquippa, a bit of a different story. They were pouring it on the Quips at first, and then Marcus Council, the quarterback for Aliquippa, brings the Quips back. They had barely any yards in the second half. They had to hang on to beat Aliquippa to get here. How does this go tonight? These two teams have, one of them's been blowing people out, survived, and the other, on the other hand, they've just survived. Something's got to give here tonight.
Yeah, the Twin Valley's been the feel-good story of the year in the Lancaster, Lebanon, Berks League for the last 2 years. They had a really nice run last year, and now here they are at states. They've been lighting up the scoreboard wherever they go. They haven't scored any lower than 28 points. And two high-scoring games. I'm thinking we'll see. I'm not going to give an exact score, but I'm going to say 9 touchdowns tonight overall. I'm going to give a little bit of an edge to Twin Valley because of the experience that he's got. He was here 3 years in a row, so he's got the experience. He has the schedule down, and it's. I think that'd be a good way to call it here. I give the edge to Twin Valley.
How much has Southern Lehigh lived on the edge in this tournament? Colton Sams, the starting quarterback, the son of head coach Phil Sams, converted a 3rd and 10 and a 4th and 5 in the red zone in the semifinals to get to this point. They have absolutely pushed it to the brink in the last 2 games and had some furious rallies to make sure they get to this point. It is a gorgeous night for high school football here in central Pennsylvania. It's chilly. The weather is going to be a factor, especially tonight and tomorrow night, as we're down to 30 degrees. It feels like it's 23 out there right now, and over the next 2 hours, this temperature is going to drop into the high 20s. So it's going to be a chilly night here tonight in Mechanicsburg. Otherwise, it is clear. They've got the snow pushed off the surface here. There is no weather in the forecast. The moon is up and bright. It is a clear and gorgeous night out there. The wind is whipping around a lot, though. Down on the field, it feels a lot worse if you're facing towards the highway here, which is off to our left. And that'll be a factor tonight as well, as it was a factor in the first game earlier today as well.
Yeah, this is a north-south field, just like Hershey was and still is. But if you're looking at a map, if you're looking at Google Maps, we're straight north when it comes to, from our vantage point, if the teams are driving from our left to our right. Temperatures, they're even calling for record lows tonight, maybe down to about 17. So you combine that, too, and think about it, Eric. We've had great weather all year long. The regular season, I don't think there were any postponements here in the eastern part of the state. Playoffs were decent. We may have had weather 1 week, and then finally we're getting into the November and the December where the temperatures really get cold. But when you have to worry about playing in cold weather, you know you are doing a great job.
Yeah, that is for sure. It is December here in central Pennsylvania, and that means it is going to be cold weather throughout the championship weekend here. Coming up tomorrow, we'll have the 2A final and then the 5A final. That 5A final tomorrow night, a rematch of last year's 5A title game between Bishop McDevitt and Roman Catholic. And then on Saturday, we have the final 2 games of the high school football season. Another rematch in 3A with Avonworth and Northwestern Lehigh, the rival of Southern Lehigh. In fact, those two played a great regular season game about a month or so ago, and won by Northwestern Lehigh, who is still undefeated. And then it's nighttime on Saturday night. It'll be the 6A title game. It'll be Central Catholic out of Pittsburgh taking on the District 12 champion LaSalle College. Captains are about to make their way out to the field tonight for the coin toss. It is Carter Gilbertson, Jacoby Jacobs, along with Sean Steckert, whose name we're going to call a lot tonight for Southern Lehigh, and Darius Leitner, who is out there as well. Just 2 captains for Twin Valley. Those 2 are Lucas Myers, the starting running back, the son of head coach Brett Myers, and also one of their big linemen, Grayson Miller, the senior left guard.
Lehigh, number 3, Sean Steckert.
The toss won by Southern Lehigh, and they have opted
and for the Raiders, number 2,
to defer. So they are going to kick to start this game, and then Twin Valley will be on offense first here tonight, as we will get going here in the 4A title game, the final game in 4A for the high school football season in 2025, and it should be a good one here tonight. The District 3 champion, the District 11 champion. We're going to do battle here for the 4A title coming up in mere moments. We'll step aside for a timeout. Kickoff is next from Mechanicsburg on the PIAA Radio Network.
With us tonight.
Thank you for over 40 years of trust. During those years, we've helped thousands of people just like you, our neighbors. We're here for you. We're here for our community. We're here for our region. The people that we worry about the most are the people who never hire an attorney. That's what the insurance company wants. When you do call us, you'll know that you have the firm with over 40 years of experience. And remember, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
What is life-changing medicine? The discovery of cancer at the earliest possible stage, challenging limits and transforming the impossible into reality, or connecting people to doctors and specialists when they need it most. At UPMC, we believe life-changing medicine is all those things. Our goal is to change the world of medicine and the lives of those around us. UPMC, Changing healthcare, changing lives. Life-changing medicine.
Today's game is streaming on the NFHS Network. With the NFHS Network, you can watch live and on-demand high school sports on any device, wherever you are. Text your friends and family who aren't at the game and invite them to watch live now at nfhsnetwork.com or with the NFHS Network app for Apple and Android. You're listening to the PIAA Football Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
So our national anthem finishes up. We're ready to go here for the Class 4A title between Twin Valley and Southern Lehigh. Southern Lehigh will be in the home royal blue with the silver helmets and the white trim around the numbers, and Twin Valley in the road whites, the all whites with the green numbers and green helmets.
Can I go out on a limb, Eric, and say we're not going to have a defensive showing like we did in the first game?
You may do that, sir, because I am 100% behind you on that one. This ought to be a fun one. You've got Twin Valley averaging almost 51 points a game and Southern Lehigh averaging 40 a game. Giving up a little bit more than Twin Valley at 16-11, but both these teams with high-powered offenses. Twin Valley comes into this game rushing the ball for 288 yards a game, and Southern Lehigh averaging over 400 yards of offense and 231 on the ground. So we're going to see a lot of fireworks, at least we expect here tonight in this 4A title game, as it should be. Kickoff will come from left to right.
Yep, Twin Valley going to have the wind at their backs here in the first quarter, and then the fourth quarter. I think Twin Valley, it's going to be important for them to win the middle 8 minutes, the last 4 minutes of the first half, the first 4 minutes of the second half, with the wind, with having to go against the wind. We'll see how much of a factor that plays.
And interesting you bring that up, because we've seen a lot of kickers go right out to the field tonight and today and kick into the uprights at that end to test it out, because that is where the wind is howling the most. End over end kickoff is going to be ground ball and picked up by one of the return men at the 15, coming across and up to the 30. And that's where Twin Valley is going to start, first down and 10. Twin Valley will operate from right to left as we see it here at Chapman Field as we're about to get set underway. The starting lineups for both sides for the offense for Twin Valley, left to right along the offensive line. It is Sheehan, Miller, DeGiacomo, Boswell, and Troutman up front. Quarterback, of course, is going to be Maverick Foster, 71% completion percentage on the season. Wearing a glove on both hands tonight. They go to the ground, no surprise on play number 1 of the night, and break it to the outside and down the near sideline. Cutting back into Southern Lehigh territory is going to be Drew Engel, the West Point commit, who's going to go over 2,000 yards with a big night tonight, and he gets things going with a big run to start for Twin Valley.
They're going to go tempo right away, and who was out leading for the blocking there? The quarterback, Maverick Foster. A great run, ends up going for 39 yards and a first down.
You've got Myers, who's over 1,100 yards, and Engel, who's closing in on 2,000 for this Twin Valley offense, and they are going to pound the rock tonight. But when they do throw it, Foster is fantastic at 71%, as we mentioned. Takes the snap, hands it off. It's Engel running right, turns it upfield, gets across the 25, fighting his way down towards the 20, and he's going to be stopped right around the 22-yard line. A gain of 8 that time. It'll be second down and 2. We played a minute in this first quarter, and already knocking on the door is Twin Valley.
They sent Chase Riley in motion on that play and ran to the right side. Riley was lined up as the right side split end. He only came up to about the tight end spot, and they decided to run right behind him.
Foster stands in the shotgun, has a receiver out to his right. It is Engel in the backfield, now motion towards us. Snap, they go a little jet sweep to the near side, trying to turn upfield and get that first down, and he's just inching his way and diving on the sideline is going to be Ben Grundy, the wide receiver, the senior wide receiver, who's got 23 receptions, but he carries the ball that time. And that should be, and actually they're going to mark him shy by about a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, it's one of those shuffle passes, tap passes, pop passes, whatever you want to call it, and he only got a yard out of it. A good gang tackle by their Southern Lehigh.
Big blocker Joey Buckley, the fullback, is in there on 3rd down and 1. It's going to be Foster out of the shotgun with Engel in his hip pocket. Receiver top of the formation to Foster's right. And one down at the bottom is Grundy. It's going to be Buckley who's going to switch from left to right across the formation. 3rd down and 1 from the Southern Lehigh 21-yard line, and Foster and company are going to call a timeout and talk about it here with 10:33 to go in the first quarter.
Really soft coverage there on the far side with Patrick Shanahan lined up, and his defender was about 10 yards off the line of scrimmage, but they decided not to run the play that time. And we've seen timeouts taking early and often here in the first day of the competition.
Yeah, a lot of timeouts in that first game at, you don't want to say awkward times, but just, you get to the line, or we started a quarter with a timeout in that early game today, won by Clareton. But yeah, these teams are basically just saying, hey, we got them, we're going to use them, doesn't matter when it is. 2 rushes early on in this game for Twin Valley for 46 yards. So already the ground game a factor for him here in this one.
Yeah, they're going to take the timeouts when you least expect it. I mean, if this were week 3, I mean, you want to save it early on here, but when the stakes are this high, you want to take your time with everything. And even on a play, first drive, 3rd and 1 here, you want to make sure you get it right.
Our referee tonight in this contest is James B. Shaw. Umpire is Roger Heckroth. 3rd down and 1 from the 21. Foster sends a man in motion. It's Grundy. He's going to go to the ground. Bouncing to the outside is Myers. He got to the 20. Needed to get there for the first down and should have enough as he stretches for the 1-yard gain and a first down to move the sticks with 10:27 to go in the quarter.
Yeah, good job by Myers, who juggled the handoff, and he got it at the absolute last second before he had impact from Southern Lehigh and got the first down.
1st and 10 from the 20 in the red zone for Twin Valley right away. Foster in the shotgun. He's got Buckley in a wing off to his right. Myers, the tailback. They're going to go to Myers. He follows Buckley right up the right side. Myers breaks into the clear, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. 20-yard touchdown run for Lucas Myers, his 25th rushing touchdown of the year, and Twin Valley goes right down the field in less than 2 minutes to take a 6-0 lead.
Great job of patience by Myers. He took the handoff, waited for his blocker in front of him, had 2 of his offensive linemen in front of him as well, and then just burst through the tackle and got to the end zone.
4 carries between Engel and Myers on that drive as the point after try is up, and it is through. So with 10:01 to go in the opening quarter, Twin Valley goes down the field. How about 67 yards rushing on 4 carries for Engel and Myers? They take an early 7-0 lead. This is the PIAA 4A title game on the PIAA Radio Network.
Fans, you can have it in white, chocolate, strawberry, or practically any flavor you like. It's the beauty of milk, and no other drink quenches a king-size thirst like milk. After practice, reach beyond the colas and other drinks and get your hands on a tall, cold glass of milk and enjoy. Whole milk, whole nutrition. The PIAA thanks the Allied Milk Producers of Pennsylvania for supplying our athletes with delicious chocolate milk for their bus rides home after today's championships.
Some see a high school football stadium. We see a place where Pennsylvanians come together as a community. The Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and the PIAA creating opportunities for student athletes to be seen across Pennsylvania.
You're listening to the PIAA Football Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
This game brought to you by UPMC, life-changing medicine. As Southern Lehigh gets the kick, we got a flag that flies in on the return.
Steckert on the return.
That was Sean Steckert who had the return that time for the Spartans. And let's see what the flag is all about.
Stop made by number 88, Chase Oliver.
Again, our crew tonight, James B. Shaw, the official. We'll hear from him momentarily as he gets it all sorted out with his crew. It is a hold on Southern Lehigh, so that'll back the Spartans up. Take the ball back to the 20-yard line. The
Southern Lehigh
nose of the ball resting on the 20-yard line, so that's where the Spartans will start. 1st and 10. Sean Steckert closing in on 3,000 yards rushing for his career. 29-11 coming into this game tonight. He is the main weapon for the Spartans offense, and he gets the carry on play number 1 of the night. Steckert bouncing around between the tackles, and he's going to carry it up towards the 30. And they'll mark him down right at the 30-yard line. So right off the bat, Steckert to gain a 10 and a first down for Southern Lehigh.
If you like running the football, you're going to like this game. Both teams, they can pass, but they both prefer to run. And 10 yards, and already Steckert 10% of the way off to 3,000 yards.
Left to right, it's Let's see, Bogert, Gilbertson, Bogert, Sutak, Wessner, and Gretz up front for Southern Lehigh. Good offensive line. Gilbertson is a big one on that side as Steckert breaks into the clear. Steckert trying to outrun the defense. Stumbled, got around 2 defenders, and then he is trailed from behind in a touchdown-saving tackle all the way down into Twin Valley territory by Jace Oliver, who makes the stop right around the 24-yard line.
It's going to be a steady diet of run and a steady diet of patience as well, and a great job of shifting the gears by Steckert. Had Ben Grundy all over him, but he juked him out of a tackle and got a first down here off a gain of 46.
First down at the 24 off the near hash. Shotgun for Southern Lehigh. Steckert stays in the game. He's going to get the call once again, left side this time, and he fights his way down towards the 20. Stopped right near the 21-yard line that time for a gain of 3. Tackle on the play by Ryan Rementer, the linebacker for Twin Valley. This defense for Twin Valley up front, it's Buckley, Sumner at the ends, Miller and DiGiacomo are internals at the tackles, and we are going to get a timeout here.
We have an injury for Southern Lehigh.
Yeah, we do have an injured Southern Lehigh player on the field. And that is Steckert, so that is a bad sign for Southern Lehigh right off the bat. He has had the big runs here early in this drive, and he is slow to get up and still not off the turf yet.
Yeah, he's got the first 59 yards here for Southern Lehigh and running behind a 6'4", 335 senior in Carter Giberson. Both teams highlighted on their offensive lines by 6'4", 330 or 6'3", 335 seniors. Zach Troutman for Twin Valley being the other, but this is definitely a concern now for the Spartans.
Yeah, that is not a good sign. Now he pops up, so that is good. He's able to walk off under his own power here. So good sign for Southern Lehigh. Steckert, again, closing in on 3,000 yards, 41 rushing touchdowns this season. He will, and Phil Sams will tell you this too, he'll go out for a little bit in the game and come back. They actually did some load management with him late in the season, and that really helped him. They took him off defense to keep him fresh on the offensive side, and that has really helped him here in the postseason.
Junior Jason Stock replacing Steckert for this play.
Second down and 7 from the 21. Colton Sams, the snap, waits, looks to his right, now comes back left, goes back right. Sams scrambling around, now he goes back left, now he goes back right. Sams looking for anywhere to distribute this ball, and he's running towards the sideline and just heaves it out of bounds as nobody was open down the field. Excellent coverage by the Raiders defense.
What do we say? About 7 or 8 times he went left then right, then left then right, just looking for something. There wasn't much of a rush by Twin Valley, but a great job by their secondary just to shut everything down, and finally just decided, all right, throw it away. Let's go for third down here, and Steckert's back in.
Rounding out the defense for Twin Valley, the linebackers Lucas Myers, Ryan Rementer, who we've already called out, and Keenan Munn. Secondary tonight, Grant Moser, along with Maverick Foster, Drew Engel, and they rounded out. So on third down, we're going to see a carry here by Southern Lehigh and inside the 20-yard line, and stopped well short of the first down to the 16 is Steckert. So it's good to see he's back out there, and that's going to bring up a fourth down with 7:40 to go in the first quarter.
And number 12, James Alexi.
Not surprised that they're going to go for it. Changing some personnel there. They bring Darius Leitner, number 7, and Tanner Traub, number 8, in as well. Steckert stays in, though. They're going to go under center.
Yeah, much like we saw the first game. You got 4 downs, you might as well use them. Full house backfield. And now Sams and company. So we get a flag in at the 15. See if there might have been some movement. That is offsides on Twin Valley, so that's going to give Southern Lehigh enough for a first down. Didn't even have to run a play.
Leitner went in motion. I'm thinking that kind of distracted Twin Valley and forced the offside. So
Southern Lehigh first down.
Fresh set of downs here for Southern Lehigh.
First and 10 from the 11. Southern Lehigh attacks the end zone to our right. They trail at 7-0 as Sams will stand in the shotgun off the near hash. Snap, he hands off. Steckert running left. Now he's up the gut. Steckert keeps the legs working, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. 11-yard touchdown run for Sean Steckert, his 42nd rushing touchdown of the year. The answer by Southern Lehigh. We've had 2 touchdowns now in under 5 minutes. It is 7-6 Twin Valley.
Another beautiful job. They split 2 receivers out to the left side that time and a receiver to the right. So you have those defenders not in the middle of the play. They ran straight up the middle, and another great job of footwork by Steckert. 6 plays, 80 yards, and only took 254.
Boy, for teams that run the ball, they can sure move it downfield in a hurry as the point after try is up, and it is through. 7:07 to go in the opening quarter. Touchdowns by each side, and we got a good one brewing here as Twin Valley and Southern Lehigh are tied at 7 in the PIAA 4A title game. This is the PIAA Radio Network.
Baron Rings are the official championship ring of the PIAA. For more information or to order your custom championship rings, please go to baronrings.com. That website, once again, is baronrings.com to order your custom championship rings today.
Are you having trouble saving to buy a home? The Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency offers down payment and closing cost assistance. Learn more at phfa.org or just Google PHFA and find out how you can buy a new home.
Back here at Chapman Field, Eric Thomas and Travis Sparks. 7-7 game here between Twin Valley and Southern Lehigh. Touchdowns by each side here in the first 5 minutes. Sean Steckert completing that last drive, his 42nd rushing touchdown of the year.
Beautiful run there by Steckert. He got out of a couple tackles and just waited patiently for the gap to open up, and he went in for another touchdown.
Turn is going to be taken up to the 25, and it is going to go nowhere beyond that. So Twin Valley will start 1st and 10 from its own 25. These two teams have run a combined 11 plays, over 150 yards of offense, and we've played 4 minutes and 59 seconds.
And let the track meet continue.
Number 18, Siler Hummel on the tackle.
I'd say each team averaging over 15 yards a carry early on here. It's going to be Foster in the shotgun, Angle in the backfield with them. Got Dominic Summers in there, a wide receiver to Foster's right. Out of the shotgun on 1st down. Foster going to air it out, throws far side, catch is made, and driving the legs towards the sticks over on the far side is going to be Grundy. A little short of the 1st down, so it's going to bring up 2nd down here with 6:45 to go.
I like Foster's quick release. He just took 2 steps back and let it fly, and a good catch by Grundy.
And, we were told in the run-up to this that if really both quarterbacks are excellent throwers. And Sams is throwing for more yards, more balanced offense from Southern Lehigh, but they really like Foster here as Angle's going to get the carry on 2nd down, turns it upfield outside the near hash, and he's going to get tripped up just shy of the 40-yard line. So that should be enough, and it will for a 1st down, well enough for a 1st down.
Drew Angle on the carry.
And Angle is off to a hot start, got it up to the 39 on a gain of 5.
3 1st downs already for Twin Valley.
Gilbertson. Good enough for a Raiders
1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Clock works down to 6 minutes here in this 1st quarter. Foster steps back in the shotgun, standing on the near hash. Angle flanked to his left. The wing on the near side, motion towards us. Handoff Angle. Angle right between the tackles, and Angle lowers the head and gets his way to the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 that time. Gang tackled right in the middle of the field.
Angle on the carry.
By Southern Lehigh. Jacoby Jacobs, one of the guys in there on the stop that time.
4-man line for Southern Lehigh, and Twin Valley going tempo. Really no time for any substitutions. They go with 3 linebackers and the secondary men for Southern Lehigh, all within about 7 yards of the line of scrimmage.
It is amazing to see a run-oriented team go tempo as they do the pop pass again, and the blocks breaking down that time. And a good tackle by Adam Fritz, the rover, in this Southern Lehigh defense, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, they lost a yard. It was just the Grundy running across the formation and gets the pass, but just blown up right there by that right side of the by the Spartan line, including Adam Fritz also in there, Lucas Sijiak. So 3rd and long.
3rd down and 5, under 5 to go in the first quarter. Foster out of the shotgun on the near hash. Angle to his left. Snap to Foster, hands it off Angle, running right. Angle to the logo in the middle of the field, right around midfield, and he's right at the stick, and it will be enough for the first down, a gain of 5.
By number 58.
It is right on the line right there, but a good job by Angle to stretch right there to get that. Dylan Brents had to stop that time. Actually, they're going to mark him about a half-yard shy.
Well, the near side official marked him as having a first down. And there it is. They make the far side lineman. He spotted the ball, but then the near side official, who's on the Southern Lehigh side like we are, said, no, he got the first down, move the chains.
Yeah, I saw what you saw. The near official came in like right at the 50-yard line and gave him enough. It looked like that last-ditch effort by Angle was enough to get that first down on that run. Angle is out now. Lucas Myers is back in. Shotgun for Foster. On 1st and 10 from midfield. High snap, hands it off to Myers, running right side. Tripped up as he gets across the 50 into Cumberland Valley territory. There's Fritz once again, right between the hashes as they stay ahead of the sticks here. Good gain of 5 on that first down run at 2nd and 5.
I'm curious to see how soon they're going to go to these outside receivers that they're subbing in and out. We've seen 0 Dominic Summers, 9 Joey Buckley, 8 Chase Riley. They're subbing in. They subbed out Jace Oliver that time, 88. So it's a matter of time before they try and get them the ball.
Myers stays in there in the backfield. Receiver to the left is Grundy. 2 to the right of Foster on 2nd down and 5 from the 46. Motion, it's Grundy away from us. He fakes to him. Now Foster is going to air it out. Throws, catch is made, and a beautiful one over on the far side. Reaching to go get it is Patrick Shanahan. And he's going to have enough again for the first down as they move it deeper into Southern Lehigh territory. All the way down. Let's see where they officially mark it. Just outside the 30 at about the 32-yard line.
Another first down. That's 3 on this drive and 5 already for Twin Valley.
Boy, they can absolutely move the football. Can these two teams? Option by Foster this time. He keeps Foster, and he got through the arm tackle. But he's across the 25, inside the 25, down to the 24, a gain of 8. Adam Fritz, who's been busy on this drive at 2nd and 2.
Foster's mom, Allison, is the athletic director at Twin Valley, so she's got a lot of roles to play tonight. Not just the athletic director, who's an integral part of the entire operation, but she's also football mom tonight, too.
2nd down and 2 from the 23 officially. Handoff to Myers. Following his block, bounces outside of the right, tripped up, spun around, and fell forward. Good job on that far side by Samad Harriet as he was able to get hands on him and slow him up. But it's going to be enough for a Twin Valley first down.
Yeah, he fell forward just at the right time, kept his balance just for one extra step to move the chains.
1st and 10 from the 21 now. 2:30 to go in this opening quarter. All kinds of fireworks early on as Angle's back in the game. He's to the right of Foster. Motion off the far hash. Little delay handoff to Angle. Squirts through the line and pushes his way inside the 15. And he is now officially over 2,000 yards rushing for the season as the clock is down to 2:10 here in the first quarter.
Beautiful run again, and that was kind of a drop back to pass, but then it was a delayed handoff. Foster took about 4 steps back before he handed it off, and it was kind of crossbuck action, and they went to the left side and got the 8 yards.
Foster out of the shotgun, Angle to his left this time, 1:50 to go. He gives it back to Angle. Angle following blocks right side, stood up, and nicely done by that interior, the big fella in the middle, Carter Giberson. who stands in there to get contact, but that is going to be enough for a first down. Angle another first down with 1:38 to go in the quarter.
Great job of the lead block by Joey Buckley, who was in there as the H-back, kind of lined up a step behind the tight end normally would, and Engel just followed his block and got the first down, and it's 1st and goal.
1:27 to go in the first quarter. Shotgun for Foster, hands it off Engel. Picking his way middle, stood up as he got to the line, driven backwards, kept the legs working, and might have actually ended up getting a yard out of that play as Darius Leitner
Tackle made by number 7.
got the hands on him first. We're down to 68 seconds to go in the first.
If you think we're going at a machine gun pace, we are, because they're not huddling. They're just looking to the sideline, getting the play, and they're going. It's like the play clock's got 20 when they finally snap the ball.
Shotgun again for Foster off the far hash. Angle to his left. They move 3 receivers, including Buckley, to the far side of the formation. Snap to Foster. Hands it off. Running right side is Angle, and a great job to blow that up on the far side. There is Sean Steckert defensively
Brought down
for the Southern Lehigh team with 34 seconds to go. Running clock now down to 30 in the first quarter.
Yeah, even in the 4A game, you'll see players play both ways, and you're going to play your best athletes, and I'm not surprised Steckert's out there playing defensive back.
3rd down and 9 for Twin Valley. Shotgun for Foster. Angle standing to his left. He looks over to the sideline. They don't have to run a play if they don't want to here. Game clock is down to 10. There's about a 1.5-second difference between game and play. And I think Foster is going to take this to the second quarter, and he will. What a start to this 4A title game here at Chapman Field in Mechanicsburg, as Twin Valley and Southern Lehigh, as expected, back and forth in that first 12 minutes. It's 7-7. As we go to the break, you're listening to the PIAA Radio Network.
Life-changing medicine. Is it returning to the playing field or your favorite hiking path after an injury? Or running with your grandkids after a joint replacement? At UPMC, life-changing medicine is all those things. Through innovative research, rehabilitation, and advanced surgical procedures, our experts get you back to what you love doing. UPMC, changing healthcare, changing lives. Life-changing medicine.
Believe it or not, at Edgar Snyder and Associates, their competition isn't other law firms. It's the insurance companies. If you've been hurt in an accident, watch out. Insurance companies will short sell you. They will deny your claim. They will do anything they can to avoid paying you. With over 40 years of experience, Edgar Snyder and Associates has seen every trick in the book. They'll fight the insurance company every day to get you the money you deserve. They're available 24/7, so contact them now at 1-800-94-EDGAR. And remember, there's never a fee unless they get money for you.
The Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and the PIAA promote the highest ideals of good sportsmanship in interscholastic athletics. Always remember to respect student athletes, coaches, contest officials, and game administration to help promote a safe and positive game environment. Together, we can foster a community of good sportsmanship.
You're listening to the PIAA Football Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Start of the second quarter here at Cumberland Valley's Chapman Field. Eric Thomas and Travis Sparks with you. 14th play of the drive coming up for Twin Valley. We're tied at 7 after 1. Foster stands in the shotgun on the near hash. Snap, rolls, fires over the middle, and looking in the end zone. Incomplete for Jace Oliver, but we got a flag down.
Foster's pass intended for number 88, Jace Oliver.
Probably be half the distance if it goes holding, if it goes pass interference. Looks like it's going to perhaps go Twin Valley's way. Although Southern Lehigh players are saying, no, it's on them, it's on them. We're 3 officials huddled down there at about the 5-yard line, and here comes the call.
James B. Shaw again, the official tonight. It's a hold on Southern Lehigh.
Holding.
Yeah, right.
Against Southern Lehigh.
Can you tell we're on the Southern Lehigh side?
Yeah, you heard some dismay from the Southern Lehigh fan base, which is right below us.
Remember, guys, though, there is no automatic first down in high school football, so pass interference or holding, either way, it was going to be 3rd and goal at the 5-yard line.
That's right.
So 3rd down and goal from the 5. It's Angle to the right of Foster. He stands on the near hash. They switch the wing and the tight end to the near side, the far side of the formation. Handoff angle. Went left and cut back, and it stood up right near the 5-yard line. Leitner is in there once again. It's going to bring up 4th down, and it looks like Twin Valley is going to kick this.
Angle on the carry.
Yeah, Jacoby Jacobs, a nice job on the tackle there. So bring on the special teams.
4th down.
Going to be a 21-yard field goal.
Only the Raiders, number 17.
Good job to get points here. Potentially. Nate Schaefer, the kicker for Twin Valley. Gets it down, kick is away, it's no good. Pushed it off to the left, and Southern Lehigh hangs on there as they drive it all the way down to the 9, and cannot convert on the field goal try. We stay 7-7 with 11:17 to go in the first half.
That wasn't Schaefer's fault. The snap was double dribbled back, and Holder just couldn't get it down in time, and Schaefer pulled it left because you have to get everything right with the operation, and it just wasn't off, and the kick went wide left. And already here comes Southern Lehigh.
They're right back out on the field here. As Sams will take the snap, throws near side, catch is made, turning upfield, and getting crunched.
Sam's pass is complete.
Kopchenski with the catch there.
Luke Kopchenski.
He is
gain of 8 yards.
Lightning in a bottle. That's his 47th catch this season. Had a 99-yard kickoff return nullified by a penalty against Shamokin 2 weeks ago. So he can absolutely fly. It's going to be an 8-yard gain, 2nd down and 2 for Southern Lehigh.
They've got him split out wide or right side with Darius Roman.
Handoff is going to go to Steckert. Steckert explodes up the middle. Steckert gets to the 40, across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Excellent run to pick up the first down by Steckert. They keep the sticks working.
Unofficially, I've got him at 88 yards. That puts him at 29.99.
He is just incredible when he gets that head of steam. First down and 10 from the 41. Off the near hash, it's Sams out of the shotgun. Snap, hands it off to Steckert, was bottled up for a minute, turned, and then went to his left and picked up what he could as he gets to the 43-yard line. It's only a 2-yard gain that time. It'll be 2nd down and 8 as we hit 10 minutes to go in the first half.
But it's a milestone 2 yards because it puts him over 3,000 on the season. Congratulations, Mr. Steckert.
Unbelievable performance by Steckert this season.
Gain of 2 yards, 2nd down.
Rare company to have 3K in one season. Sams off the near hash, out of the shotgun. Snap, looks to his right, lofts it that way. Catch is made over the far side, and getting hit right near midfield and taken down by Oliver.
Sam's pass
and it's going to be
Darius
Roman.
Tackle made by number
50th
18.
catch of the year for Roman as we're inside 10 minutes to go now in the first half.
Brings up 3rd and 1, and safe bet that they're going to hand it off to 3 and go right up the middle.
3rd down.
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good chance that might happen.
They've been doing a lot better job with mixing up the pass and the run in this drive. 2 runs, 2 passes so far, and getting a lot more people involved.
Yeah, we thought more balance for this Southern Lehigh team, and so far we've been correct as they do hand it off to Steckert from under center. Steckert, nice job. He stuttered, and then he turned to the right side and got across the line to gain to pick up the first down. Excellent job there by Steckert.
6th first down already on the night for Southern Lehigh. Just a good job of patience. You've got to have a lot of patience if you're a running back, and Steckert has just proven over and over again that he's got it, and he just waits for his blockers and does a really nice job. Got another receiver in this time, John Fistner, a junior rather. He wears number 11. He's on the far side.
Inside 8:30 off the far hash, shotgun snap to Sams. Hands it off Steckert running left. Steckert broke through one and then pushed backwards as he gets across the 45. A little slow to get up that time as Angle met him head up. Steckert gets a little assistance there from teammates, and he's okay after that one.
Gain of 5 yards, 2nd down.
Angle, one of the corners for Twin Valley, stepping up to make the play. This is again, a pretty good defense. This rush defense by Twin Valley came into this game averaging fewer than 100 yards per game. and 75 passing per game. That's been a different story here so far in the first half. Shotgun to Sam's, going to hand it off Steckert once again. Steckert, stutter step. Steckert, he keeps working down to the 35-yard line. Gained 6 that time, and it should be enough for another Southern Lehigh first down, and it is with 7:34 to go in the half.
Here's a great name for a fullback, Jake Trembler. I mean, you want to tremble everybody in front of you and try and create some space in the earth for him to block for Steckert. No wonder he's got over 3,000 yards. With blocking like that, doing a great job up front.
7:20 to go in the first half. 1st and 10 for Southern Lehigh from the 35 of Twin Valley. Trailing this one, or rather tied at 7, as Twin Valley just missed that field goal a couple minutes ago. Sam's a shotgun snap. He's going to go back to pass, going to loft it again to the far side. Catch is made over on the far side. And once again, it's Kuchenski who makes the catch. And that's again enough for another Southern Lehigh first down with under 7 to go in the half.
Yeah, 11 yards for him on that play. Twin Valley playing a little soft defense. The mid-range pass is going to be open, and Kovjensky, and a great job also by Sams, just looking over and seeing wide open and no defender within 3 yards. A great pass to get the first down.
6:38 to go. 1st and 10 from the 24. Sams out of the shotgun, turns and hands to Steckert, running left. Steckert slipped as he got inside the 25 to about the 23, 22-yard line. So it's going to end up being a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a second down at about 8 with 6:19 to go in the half.
Yeah, Sams comes over to his father here, the head coach, to get the play. Runs all the way back to the huddle, and they break huddle usually somewhere around 17 seconds on the play clock, and they keep bringing in various personnel here. 12 Otto Young here now in the on the side.
Shotgun for Sams once again. Hands it off. Steckert. And he's going to get across the 20, inside the 20 to the 18. A 4-yard gain that time is going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for Southern Lehigh with 5:40 to go in the first half.
Steckert is such a slippery runner. I'm looking at the pile that kind of stacked him up at the 21, and then you say he ends up at the 18-yard line. Just trying to weave his way through tacklers and keep those legs chugging.
Sams under center now on 3rd and 4. Full house backfield behind him. Sams hands it off. Steckert picking his way left. Steckert lowers the shoulder, and Sean Steckert is going to get 8. They needed 4. He doubles it up to the 10, and it's going to be 1st and goal at the 10 with 5:10 to go in the first half.
Yeah, Twin Valley even switched to a 5-man line with about 2 seconds right before the snap, and Steckert still manages to get through and get the first down.
5 minutes straight up to go, tied at 7. Southern Lehigh knocking on the door here as they got out of that last drive by Twin Valley, not giving up a point. Snap to Sams, handoff Steckert once again. Steckert to the line, and he's taken down. Drew Angle, one of the guys in there on the stop for Twin Valley. 2nd and goal upcoming now as we hit 4:39 to go in the first half.
Yeah, Ryan Rementer came from around his left side position, came downhill trying to get Steckert and just couldn't. It just slipped out of a tackle, but good job by the rest of the Twin Valley defense, holding them just a gain of 1.
Coming up at halftime, James Dotson will have the highlights from the first half. This drive now working on a 7-minute drive now for Southern Lehigh. 2nd down and goal from the 9. Sams out of the shotgun near hash. Hands it off. Steckert running outside the hash in between them, and he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 7 with under 4 to go. I mean, you gave up nothing on the last drive defensively, so you don't necessarily have to go for it on 4th down here, but I got to think this might be 4-down territory here for Southern Lehigh if they don't pick this up.
Yeah, it's been you've proven that the pass works, and we'll see. They're going to go 2-3 receivers this time. We'll see how much of a cushion the Raider defense gives them. It looks like about an 8-yard cushion.
3 to the right. Sam's out of the shotgun. Steckert to his left on 3rd down and goal from the 7. Sams looks. Time, going to throw it to the end zone. Diving, and it's incomplete. Hit the ground, and going to the ground to try to pull that in was Roman. And it is going to bring up 4th down with 3:21 to go in the half. And they're going to kick this, it looks like anyway.
Bringing out Declan Walsh for the. They're going to try what's going to amount to be a 24-yard field goal.
Yeah, he's 0 for 1 this season. Pretty good on extra points, 42 of 48. But 0 for 1 field goal. This is going to come from the near hash, and this is into the uprights towards the highway where the wind is swirling in that direction. It's a high snap, puts his foot into it, end over end, and it's through. So 3:17 to go in the first half, and Southern Lehigh has grabbed a 10-7 lead thanks to Declan Walsh's 24-yard field goal. It is the Spartans in front. We'll take a timeout. 3-point lead for Southern Lehigh. PIAA Class 4A championship game on the PIAA Radio Network.
Cornerstone Business Graphics is proud to be a preferred vendor of the PIAA and offer custom wearables, promotional items, signage, banners, and so much more. Cornerstone is also home to MarketLogo.com, your source for online school store needs. School stores are a great way to raise funds and promote school spirit. Cornerstone is your one stop for all your school's promotional gear. Check us out at cbizgraphics.com. It's Cornerstone Business Graphics. Attention fans, get your next game day ticket using Hometown. As the official online ticketing partner of the PIAA, Hometown gives you a simple and secure way to search, buy, and scan your ticket right from your phone. Download the Hometown Fan app from your mobile app store today.
With over 40 years of experience, Edgar Snyder and Associates had seen every trick in the book. When you hire their law firm, they'll fight the insurance company every day to get the money you deserve. 1-800-94-EDGAR for more information. Eric Thomas and Travis Sparks with you here at Chapman Field, 10-7. Southern Lehigh leads Twin Valley in this Class 4A title game with 3:17 to go in the first half.
Yeah, no need to call Edgar Snyder and say I didn't get my money's worth watching this game. Wow.
This is quite literally worth the price of admission through the first 15 or so, 18 minutes, as kickoff is going to be fielded by Grundy, and he is across the 30. Nice return up to the 32, 33-yard line where Twin Valley is going to start first and 10, trailing 10-7.
2 straight drives that we've seen go at least 15 plays and at least 8 minutes. You don't see that in a state championship game very often. But a great job of possessing the ball by both offenses. They're just doing a great job here tonight.
Both really are, as it is back to work here for Foster and company, down by 3. Missed that field goal on the last possession. Back to the ground they go with Myers, and Myers will inch his way to the 35 on a gain of 2. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Now with how fast or how slowly you want to look at this, we're down under 3 minutes. Twin Valley has only 2 timeouts because they took one in the first quarter. They've got to churn some yardage here a little faster if they want to get a score here before the end of the half.
Julian Gretz had to stop that time for Southern Lehigh off the far hash. 2nd down, Foster back in the shotgun. He's got Myers still in there to his left. 2 receivers on the near side, the wing on the near side. Foster is going to throw it. He's over the middle. The catch is made in stride and taking it off to the house for the lead for Twin Valley is going to be Dominic Sumners.
Maverick Foster's pass is complete.
How about that for a strike? Sumners, his third touchdown of the season for 64 yards in 2 plays, and Twin Valley's back in front.
Okay, so you score now then. You don't even have to kind of hurry up a little bit. You get the yardage here. I think we got a flag down here as well. We got the official coming over here to the near side to talk to the coach here. Not sure, but apparently it's fixed, and get a call coming here on sportsmanlike on. It's going to be on the kickoff.
Unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Raiders.
Oh, on the Raiders.
It's on Sumners, who caught the touchdown. So Summers, his 10th catch of the year. Actually, his 11th. He has one already tonight third receiving
For
touchdown
the Raiders, number 17, Nate Schaefer.
after the play, so it's going to be assessed on the kickoff. Schaefer will attempt the point after try with 2:25 to go in the half. Kick is away, and it splits the uprights.
Schaefer's kick.
So how about a two-play 52-yard, or rather two-play
Twin Valley 14,
66-yard
Lehigh
drive in 46 seconds and a 14-10 lead for Twin Valley. What a first half we've had here. This is the PIAA Radio Network.
Today's game is streaming live on the NFHS Network. With the NFHS Network, you can watch live and on-demand high school sports on any device, wherever you are. You can relive all the incredible moments from today's matchup on demand at nfhsnetwork.com or with the NFHS Network app for Apple and Android.
The Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and the PIAA, two community-focused organizations, are proud to be collaborating to provide Pennsylvanians free access to local high school sports broadcasts. To follow your schools, check your local TV and radio stations for coverage. Through the PAB and PIAA partnership, following Pennsylvania student athletes has never been easier.
You're listening to the PIAA Football Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
14-10, Twin Valley in front here, late first half. Eric Thomas, Travis Sparks with you at Chapman Field. Coming up at halftime, James Dotson will have the first half recap for you and detail a little bit about what's coming up here on the PIAA Radio Network the next 2 days. We got the rest of the state finals to come yet. Good ones tomorrow and potentially a great one on Saturday as Steckert's going to get the return here with 2:19 to go. In the first half, they're going to have the ball right at midfield.
So they kicked it kind of on a short hop right to him, and he returns at 25 yards, and the Southern Lehigh's got great field position, midfield.
First and 10 Spartans at midfield.
3 timeouts for the Spartans left with 2:19 to go. As Sam's off the near hash, hands it off. Steckert trying to bounce outside, fought through one tackle, and then he's going to get his way into Twin Valley territory.
Tackle made by number 7, Orion Rentmenter.
Yeah, Rementer gets the credit for this for the tackle, but 40, Aaron Sumner had the first lick on him to just slow him down so that they made the tackle and only a gain of 2.
That's pretty much the key. Just slow him down if you can. 8-yard, or rather 2-yard gain.
There's a
timeout called by Southern Lehigh. So we'll step aside for one as well with 1:51 to go in the first half. 4-point lead for Twin Valley, PIAA Radio Network.
Becoming a champion is an incredible accomplishment, especially at a level as competitive as the PIAA. That's why the Faulkner Automotive Group proudly salutes the student athletes and their families for making it this far. When it's time to upgrade your vehicle, choose any of the 31 Faulkner dealerships in Philadelphia, Lancaster, Bethlehem, Harrisburg, or Mechanicsburg. You'll find award-winning teams doing business the right way and a fast and easy buying experience. Compare low prices on thousands of vehicles and find the one that's perfect for you. Faulkner, to be sure.
You're listening to the PIAA Football Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
2nd down and 8 for Southern Lehigh. As Sams goes back to pass, kind of sidearms that one on the near side. The catch is made near the 40-yard line. That is Jacoby Jacobs who makes the catch there. 22 receptions coming into play tonight.
Sam's pass
close to a first down.
Jacoby Jacobs.
Let's see if they give him enough.
He's going to be 6 inches short.
Yep, Ryan Reminer made the stop that time, and it's going to be 3rd and 1.
Bring in the jumbo package.
Quick to the line. They hand it off. Steckert banging off a couple defenders to the 35, a 6-yard gain, and enough for the first down. So they keep moving the sticks down to 75 seconds to go here in the first half.
James Alexi.
Quick muddle huddle here. That's a kind of a tempo, and they're going to go 4 receivers with Steckert in the backfield.
Yep, 2 each way. Shotgun for Sam's off the near hash, and we're going to get a whistle.
Timeout by Twin Valley.
Twin Valley's going to call a timeout to slow it down. 65 seconds to go in the first half. It's a 4-point lead for Twin Valley, and we'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to the PIAA Radio Network.
Transform your field with Digital Scoreboard's massive outdoor LED displays. Designed to handle any weather, they deliver bold visuals for scores, replays, and sponsor ads. Visit digitalscoreboards.net to get started. The PIAA would like to thank preferred headwear and headbrand supplier Outdoor Cap and Junk Brands for their continued sponsorship of PIAA athletics. Their products are built to perform with style from the sidelines to the stands. Visit junkbrands.com to learn more.
First down and 10 for Southern Lehigh back here at Chapman Field. Eric Thomas, Travis Sparks. Motion, Sams rolls out to the far side, throws it, catch made, running outside the numbers and lowering the shoulder to get the extra yards. That time is Otto Young. Stayed in bounds, so the clock's going to continue to run. Southern Lehigh still has 2 timeouts left.
By number 7, Ryan Redmenter.
Ryan Reminer made the stop once again. They go hurry up, second down and 2. Off the far hash, Sam's in the shotgun, snap, little low that time. Sam's pumps, directing traffic now, dances outside the pocket, gets a block, heaves it down the field, incomplete, and out of bounds to stop the clock with 31 seconds to go in the half. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2.
A credit to Southern Lehigh for the discipline to, especially by Sam's, to wait for all of his people to get set before they go. And Sam's just, with the hurriedness, but the patience to let everybody get in place, and everybody gets in place quickly, and then they run it, and we haven't seen any false start penalties tonight.
Yeah, the pace in which these two play for running teams, or quote running teams, is remarkable.
This half has only lasted 49 minutes so far.
3rd down and 2 from the 27. Sam's the snap, hands it off. Steckert stood up, and he might have actually gotten there. I think he has enough for the first down, at least where the official came in from the side. He does. Southern Lehigh is going to call a timeout with 25 seconds to go in the half.
There's a timeout on the field. Timeout, Southern Lehigh.
They still haven't changed the sticks over on the far side, though.
He had to get to about about the 25 and a half. It seems like where the ball is, so I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Sams calls for a measurement here. But if you've got Stecker in the backfield, and you've got that tight formation which you've run on 1 yard to go situations already, you can run that and then call timeout and then figure out how you're going to handle the last 24 yards or so. Or do you go fake tush push like the Eagles did that one time? Ooh,
I like that call a lot.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
We saw a modified Philly in the first game.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of my favorite all-time plays I think I've ever seen in the NFL. Not a fan of the team that called it, I'm going to admit that, but that was such a great call in the Super Bowl of all games. I love the play. Is so underutilized, I think. Mm-hmm. They're going to measure. And as we get the sticks set here and stretch them as far as they can go. He is short. Or is he? Yep, about a half a football length short. So it's 4th and 1 now. This would be a long field goal here to attempt. This would be about, 43 yards, 41 yards. So 4th and 1, Southern Lehigh is going to see, you got to send the offense back out here to go for it, and they will. Phil Sams getting an explanation as to the mark.
Down and less than
I feel the same way he did, because I thought Steckert had enough for the first down, at least with the naked eye, but they say no. Going to be Colton Sams under center, that full house backfield behind him again. Steckert's the deep back, 4th and 1. Handoff, Steckert easily gets the first down, left side, stiff arms a man, and Steckert takes off to the house for the 26-yard touchdown run. What a run by Sean Steckert stiff arms the defender after he had the first down, and then does the rest to give Southern Lehigh the lead.
You had everybody cramped there. You had 8 men on the line, 7 men on the line, excuse me, with quarterback Sams, 3 men in the backfield. Stecker, that's the tailback, and everybody just went to the left. Stecker used his speed to get around Myers and everybody who was chasing him. Touchdown, great call.
On 4th down, nonetheless, as Declan Walsh will attempt the point after. Good snap, good hold, kick is away, it's through. 17 seconds to go in the first half, and Southern Lehigh has taken the lead 17-14. A good one here in the PIAA 4A title game on the PIAA Radio Network.
Life-changing medicine, the discovery of cancer at the earliest possible stage, challenging limits and transforming the impossible into reality, or connecting people to doctors and specialists when they need it most. At UPMC, we believe life-changing medicine is all those things. Our goal is to change the world of medicine and the lives of those around us. UPMC, changing healthcare, changing lives. Life-changing medicine.
Thank you for over 40 years of trust. During those years, we've helped thousands of people just like you, our neighbors. We're here for you. We're here for our community. We're here for our region. The people that we worry about the most are the people who never hire an attorney. That's what the insurance company wants. When you do call us, you'll know that you have the firm with over 40 years of experience. And remember, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
You're listening to the PIAA Football Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Today's game brought to you by UPMC, life-changing medicine. Sean Stecker. I just said Austin Scott's name to you during the break.
Right,
now I got him on the brain. Sean Stecker, about 156 yards in the first half, averaging 8.2 a carry and 2 touchdowns. I just said to you, this is like Austin Scott style when he played for Parkland back in the day. That's a loose ball picked up at the 10 dangerously. And Twin Valley is going to start deep in its own territory at the 10-yard line. Grundy, the one that fielded the catch or fielded the return. And Twin Valley is going to have 12 seconds here down 3.
And that's why you do that kind of squib kick. It could take a crazy bounce on you, and Grundy just had Butterfingers trying to pick him up, and by the time he did pick it up, 7 Southern Lehigh defenders converged on him, and Twin Valley probably just going to go with a safe play here to end the half.
It's going to be Foster out of the shotgun on the near hash, hands it off. Angle picking his way through, got across the line of scrimmage, and he's dropped, but we're going to get a late flag after the play. He got forward progress to the 13 with 5 seconds to go in the half. Flag likely for extracurriculars after the play. It is a personal foul and a face mask against Southern Lehigh. So plus 15 for Twin Valley with 5 seconds to go in the half. Do you take a chance here and heave it, or what do you?
Well, the last 2 plays ago, the touchdown was the slant pattern right over the middle.
Personal foul face mask call on the Spartans.
Takes the ball up to the 32. Or, I'm sorry, the 27.
They've only got 2 receivers out there and an H-back, so it could be.
Foster will stand back in the shotgun. Angle standing to his right, Wing on the left side. Now they switch Angle to the other side to Foster's left. Motion away from us, shotgun snap. They go delay, handoff to Angle. Angle breaks to the outside. Angle still running. Angle across the 40, and he's taken out of bounds right at the 40-yard line for a gain of 13 to close the half. Well, how about that first 24 minutes? Back and forth we go, 31 combined points. These 2 teams are duking it out for this 4A title game. That was an excellent first 24 minutes. 156 for Steckert on the ground, 89 for Angle on the ground. Foster's played well, 4 for 4 for 90 yards in that first half. Both quarterbacks playing pretty well in that contest. 400 yards in the first. This is like watching arena football here.
No, this is like watching St. Joe's Prep Pine Richland, that final about a decade ago, which had DeAndre Swift and John Runyon and Ben DiNucci, and that one ended up 49-41. How will this one end up? We shall see.
We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Halftime show comes your way next. James Dotson will have the first half highlights and statistics, and then we'll get you set for the second half. Excellent game here in the 4A title game. You're listening to the PIAA Radio Network.
Today's game is streaming live on the NFHS Network. With the NFHS Network, you can watch live and on-demand high school sports on any device, wherever you are. You can relive all the incredible moments from today's matchup on demand at nfhsnetwork.com or with the NFHS Network app for Apple and Android.
On behalf of the PIAA, we'd like to thank our friends at First Citizens Community Bank, a local community bank who have been building better communities for over 150 years throughout Pennsylvania. To learn more about FCCB and what they can do for you, visit myfccb.com or find them on Facebook. Fans feel right at home when on the road at the Homewood Suites by Hilton Harrisburg West. Our hotel is great for families because we've got 2-bedroom suites. Here you'll find exactly what you need to fuel your day from sunrise to sunset. Enjoy great amenities like free hot breakfast, free Wi-Fi, a fitness center, and a 24-hour convenience mart in an award-winning hotel in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. It's the Homewood Suites, Harrisburg West.
If you think you can make the calls, become a PIAA official. Make some extra cash, stay in shape, and enjoy interscholastic sports, all while making a difference in your community. Head to PIAA.org for more information.
You're listening to the PIAA Football Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Halftime here at Chapman Field. Eric Thomas, Travis Sparks with you as we saw a great first half there. 17-14, Southern Lehigh leads Twin Valley, and over 400 yards of offense. And I'm out of things to say about that first half. That was entertaining.
Let's figure out some things to say. Number one, no punts. Number two, not a whole lot of tackles for loss. A pretty clean game as far as penalties go, but that penalty after the touchdown, the 15-yard unsportsmanlike after Twin Valley scored, that kind of shortened the field for Southern Lehigh to get the go-ahead touchdown. So even though it may seem like just a 15-yard on the side here, those yards do add up a little bit, and I've seen too many games swing on what people thought would be just a penalty, but sometimes it starts momentum, and it did for Southern Lehigh, and they got the touchdown to take the lead here. And Southern Lehigh scored on all 3 of their drives. Twin Valley scored on 2 of 4 drives. The longest drive, going 16 plays was the missed field goal on the bad snap, and the other one led to halftime. So entertaining, definitely. Great offensive football game here tonight.
These two teams combined to go 5 of 9 on third down. How about just 5 total penalties? The one that you mentioned obviously was a big one. Twin Valley averaging 9.3 a play, and Southern Lehigh 7.3 a play, and over 400 yards of offense. So halftime here at 17-14, Southern Lehigh in front. When we come back, James Dotson will have your first half highlights and a look ahead to tomorrow's action, and we'll get you set for the second half here on the PIAA Radio Network.
The Hampton Inn and Town Place Suites Harrisburg West in Mechanicsburg are proud to partner with the PIAA to welcome teams and their families from across Pennsylvania. Our award-winning properties provide the region's best lodging opportunities, including double-bedded guest rooms, studios, suites, and 1- and 2-bedroom suite options with all the luxuries of home. Put your team first. Check us out at highhotels.com.
Come from
the Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and the PIAA, 2 community-focused organizations, are proud to be collaborating to provide Pennsylvanians free access to local high school sports broadcasts. To follow your schools, check your local TV and radio stations for coverage. Through the PAB and PIAA partnership, following Pennsylvania student athletes has never been easier.
You're listening to the PIAA Football Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Together, we bring more. Celebrate the milestones, big and small, in life, from your first state championship win to a family get-together. And make them more meaningful with beef. Visit beefitswhatsfordinner.com for beef recipe inspirations and more.
Welcome to the halftime show on the PIAA Radio Network. With a recap of the first half, here's James Dotson.
Plenty to talk about in the first half. You're exactly right, though. 0 punts, over 400 yards of total offense in the first 24 minutes of play, with Southern Lehigh leading 17-14 over Twin Valley here in the Class 4A PIAA State Championship. Right off the bat, teams, well, doing what we expected them to do, to be honest, putting a lot of points on the board. In fact, a total of 7 drives in the half. 5 of them resulted in points, 1 ended the half, and 1 was a 16-play drive that resulted in no points on the board. But right down the field on the opening drive, a long run for Drew Engel on the first play of the game. Third down conversion, and then Lucas Myers puts the Twin Valley Raiders on the board first.
Foster in the shotgun. He's got Buckley in a wing off to his right. Myers, the tailback. They're going to go to Myers. He follows Buckley right up the right side. Myers breaks into the clear, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. 20-yard touchdown run for Lucas Myers, his 25th rushing touchdown of the year, and Twin Valley goes right down the field in less than 2 minutes to take a 6-0 lead.
Big answer, though, right away with Southern Lehigh as they use their workhorse back. Sean Steckert made it down the field, almost 60 yards on the first drive. Goes off the field with an injury, comes back, and 2 plays later, ties it up.
The end zone to our right, they trail at 7-0 as Sams will stand in the shotgun off the near hash. Snap, he hands off, Steckert running left. Now he's up the gut, Steckert keeps the legs working, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. 11-yard touchdown run for Sean Steckert, his 42nd rushing touchdown of the year. The answer by Southern Lehigh, we've had 2 touchdowns now in under 5 minutes. It is 7-6 Twin Valley.
Twin Valley tied 7-7. This time a long drive in the ensuring drive. How about 8 minutes, 16 plays, but they stall in the red zone. A chance to take the lead, a 21-yard field goal attempt for the Raiders.
Nate Schaefer, the kicker for Twin Valley, gets it down, kick is away, it's no good. Pushed it off to the left, and Southern Lehigh hangs on there as they drive it all the way down to the 9, and cannot convert on the field goal try. We stay 7-7 with 11:17 to go.
A low snap really ruined the timing of that play, and the kick well wide to the left. These teams mirror each other so much. We talked about it coming into the game. Scores 7-7 there after that 16-play drive. How about Southern Lehigh with a 15-play drive of their own? Exactly 8 minutes off the clock. They too stall in the red zone. They were able to convert on a short field goal attempt from Declan Walsh.
Come from the near hash, and this is into the uprights towards the highway where the wind is swirling in that direction. It's a high snap, puts his foot into it, end over end, and it's through. So 3:17 to go in the first half, and Southern Lehigh has grabbed a 10-7 lead thanks to Declan Walsh's 24-yard field goal.
That 10-7 lead would only last 2 plays. Twin Valley quickly down the field to Dom Summers.
Second down, Foster back in the shotgun. He's got Myers still in there to his left. 2 receivers on the near side, the wing on the near side. Foster is going to throw it. He's over the middle. The catch is made in stride and taking off to the house for the lead for Twin Valley is going to be Dominic Sumners.
Maverick Foster.
And then after that quick strike response, again, mirroring each other so well, these two teams. How about Southern Lehigh doing the exact same thing? 2-minute drill. They get to a 4th and 1 at the 20, or just inside the 20-yard line. Sean Stecker, why not? His second of the game.
It's going to be Colton Sams under center, that full house backfield behind him again. Stecker's the deep back, 4th and 1. Handoff, Stecker easily gets the first down, left side, stiff arms a man, and Stecker takes off to the house for the 26-yard touchdown run. What a run by Sean Stecker. Stiff arms the defender after he had the first down, and then does the rest to give Southern Lehigh the lead.
Sean Stecker, 19 carries for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. He's over 3,000 rushing yards on the year as the leading stat getter in the first half. On the other side, Drew Engel, 90 yards on the ground. He just went over the 2,000-yard mark for the season with his first half performance. Quarterback's doing pretty well as well. When you look at Colton Sams, 5 of 8 throwing for 42 yards for Southern Lehigh. For Twin Valley, perfect in the first half. 4 for 4 is Maverick Foster for 90 yards and that long 64-yard touchdown to Dom Summers. But right now, a 17-14 Southern Lehigh lead at the halftime break over Twin Valley. Take another quick break, come back, recap game 1 of 6 from earlier today. The 1A championship won by the Clairton Bears, their 5th in school history. We'll recap it when we return here on the PIAA Radio Network.
Work hard and win big at West Virginia University. We automatically review applications for merit scholarship eligibility. No extra paperwork, no essays. Our scholarships are generous and non-competitive, which means if you have the grades, you have a scholarship. Plus, they're stackable, so you can get more than one and focus on what really matters. An easier path to your dream job. Let's go at wvu.edu.
What is life-changing medicine? The discovery of cancer at the earliest possible stage, challenging limits and transforming the impossible into reality, or connecting people to doctors and specialists when they need it most. At UPMC, we believe life-changing medicine is all those things. Our goal is to change the world of medicine and the lives of those around us. UPMC, changing healthcare, changing lives. Life-changing medicine.
Back here on the halftime show. Easy there. Back here on the halftime show on the PIAA Radio Network, 17-14 the lead for Southern Lehigh over Twin Valley in the 4A championship. Earlier today, Class 1A championship between Clairton and Bishop Guilfoyle, and it was the Bears taking care of business. How about a 35-3 victory? The third time these two teams have met in the state championship, but the first time Clairton has come out on top. Their 5th ever PIAA state championship. Their first, though, since the four-peat with the Tyler Boyd days from 2009 through 2012. The new name, it's not Tyler Boyd, but Dion Lovelace Pompey, certainly putting up Boyd-like numbers. How about 84 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns? Also had an interception return for a touchdown in that contest earlier today. The talented sophomore Brandon Murphy, a Superman touchdown to kick off the scoring in the game. He finishes with 70 yards on 6 catches and a touchdown. Jeff Thompson, the quarterback, 13 of 15 for 184 yards and 2 touchdowns. That pick 6 to start the second half, really putting the game out of reach. Not a record-setting performance, but one defensively for Clairton. 10 shutouts on the season. But I'll be honest, this defensive performance in the state championship may be the most impressive of all of those defensive feats all year. Holding Bishop Guilfoyle to 77 total yards, okay, whatever. How about just the 5th time ever a team held to negative rushing yards in a state championship game? Guilfoyle finishing with -1 yards on the ground over the course of the game. The Bears over the Marauders, 35-3 in the opening game of the evening. Games tomorrow and Saturday as well. In tomorrow's action, Class 2A, a good one to start it off. Southern Columbia against Farrell, 2 perennial powers. Southern Columbia making their 11th trip to the finals in the last 12 years. Farrell making their first trip back since their 2019 state championship. Both those two teams have played a couple times in state title games as well. Then the 5A game tomorrow, Roman Catholic against Bishop McDevitt, a repeat of last year's 5A title. Expect another high-scoring game in that one like we have here in this one. And finally on Saturday, Northwestern Lehigh against Avonworth at 1 o'clock on Saturday. Another rematch of last year's overtime thriller, same as the 5A championship game. And then a rematch from week 0, LaSalle College and Central Catholic in the 6A title game Saturday night at 7 o'clock. We'll have coverage of all those here on the PIAA Radio Network. We're going to take one more timeout during our halftime show. Come back, send you back to Eric Thomas and Travis Sparks when we return. 17-14, Southern Lehigh leading Twin Valley at the break. You're listening on the PIAA Radio Network.
Today's game is streaming live on the NFHS Network. With the NFHS Network, you can watch live and on-demand high school sports on any device, wherever you are. You can relive all the incredible moments from today's matchup on demand at nfhsnetwork.com or with the NFHS Network app for Apple and Android.
Are you having trouble saving to buy a home? The Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency offers down payment and closing cost assistance. Learn more at phfa.org or just Google PHFA and find out how you can buy a new home.
Believe it or not, at Edgar Snyder and Associates, their competition isn't other law firms. It's the insurance companies. If you've been hurt in an accident, watch out. Insurance companies will short sell you. They will deny your claim. They will do anything they can to avoid paying you. With over 40 years of experience, Edgar Snyder and Associates has seen every trick in the book. They'll fight the insurance company every day to get you the money you deserve. They're available 24/7, so contact them now at 1-800-94-EDGAR. And remember, there's never a fee unless they get money for you.
The Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and the PIAA promote the highest ideals of good sportsmanship in interscholastic athletics. Always remember to respect student athletes, coaches, contest officials, and game administration to help promote a safe and positive game environment. Together, we can foster a community of good sportsmanship.
You're listening to the PIAA Football Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Halftime winding down here at Chapman Field. Eric Thomas and Travis Sparks with you as Southern Lehigh, thanks to 156 yards in the first half by Sean Steckert, leads Twin Valley in a great game so far, 17-14. Second half, I mean, why would we expect anything else?
Exactly.
This has been so great back and forth. It's almost rare that you get these back and forth ones, but everybody thought this was going to be a tight game, a good game, a high scoring game, and so far 31 points. It has not disappointed.
Yeah, so far so good. As far as if you're a fan and you love offensive football, I mean, we have more full moon sightings than we do punts tonight. Maybe that's why things are going so well tonight. The full moon and clear skies tonight. Temperatures, we said about 30 degrees at kickoff, getting down into the 20s tonight. They're calling for record low temperatures in some parts of the state here, but the wind, not much of a factor. We're looking at the tops of the flags on the goalposts, and they are kind of waving in the wind a little bit. We were worried about that north to south, from our vantage point, right to left wind speed and the wind gusts tonight, but not too much of a factor tonight. And both teams have been throwing it well, and kicks. The one kick that was missed, it wasn't the fault of the wind, it was just a bad snap. So thankfully, not much of a weather factor here tonight.
Gentlemen, I know I just took my halftime break, but I have to say, because Tommy Trumpet is playing, I got to give out a shout out to the deep man, Luke Krasinski, because not only is he the senior kick returner, he's also part of the marching band, and he put out one of the best high school performances I've ever heard of Maynard Ferguson's Scream Machine during their halftime show, which they played during the pregame. Big hats off, Luke. That was absolutely impressive. Love seeing the dual, the athlete and the artist going out there. Big props to Luke.
Southern Lehigh, James Dotson, a band aficionado, for those who may not know, as Twin Valley will kick it away. So Southern Lehigh is going to get first crack at it here in the second half. And a return there on the near side by Evan Przewski, who was able to get that
Number
one
9, Evan
up
Przewski
to
on the return.
the 40, let's see, just shy of the 40 at the 38. So just for historical context here, because you might as well point it out now, Steckert is certainly going to carry the ball a ton in the second half. 156 yards in this game. The record for the 4A title game is Billy Lucas from Cathedral Prep in 2018. He had 287 in that contest, and Steckert is going to get his first carry of the second half here. Yet to lose a yard tonight.
Steckert on the carry.
That stays intact there as he gains 2 on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, give him 2 on that one, and yeah, all the yardage for Steckert has been positive. Great tribute to his offensive line: Giverson, Bogert, Suchak, Westner, Gretz, and also tight end Jacoby Jacobs.
Shotgun for Sam's first series of the second half here. Southern Lehigh with the 3-point lead. They move motion towards us. Snap to Sam's, going to give it once again to Steckert, following his block on the right side, twisted around and dropped right near the 40-yard line. And that was excellent pursuit from the jump that time by Remenner, who's had a great first game, or first half defensively. Despite the yardage, he's been in on a lot of stops tonight, one of the mainstays for this Twin Valley defense.
Yeah, really good pursuit that time, moving down the line. In fact, Keenan Munn, the linebacker, once he saw the motion man stop, he snuck up to the line of scrimmage and kind of snuffed that out at the point of attack.
3rd down and 8 for Southern Lehigh off the near hash. Shotgun for Sam's. It is Steckert standing to his left. Snap low as Sam's looks to pass. Going to throw it to the far side. Catch and a leaping effort is made. And there is, once again, Kosensky, who makes the catch right at the stick. They've gone that play a couple times, and it results in a first down once again with 10:34 to go in the 3rd.
Good job of that was the same play that they got a first down on in the previous drive, where Sam just spotted the opening, and right there was Kopchensky to get the first down.
10:34 to go in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 from just outside of midfield. Snap to Sams. He throws near side. Catch is made. It's Roman. Roman cuts back. Tackled near the 40-yard line in Twin Valley territory. Gain of 11. First down, Southern Lehigh, as they continue to move it here with 10:23 to go in the 3rd.
First time we've seen that kind of wide receiver screen here to the near side with the 2 receivers blocking out in the front, and a good job by Roman to get positive yardage, cut it up to a little bit to the middle, and got 11 for the first down.
Clock winding down towards 10 minutes here. 3-point lead. Southern Lehigh looking to extend that. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Shotgun for Sam's off the near hash. Steckert to his left. Sam's waits, looks at the clock, snap, back to pass. Protection is there. Sam slings it down the middle. The catch is made, and off and running to the house for the touchdown is going to be Otto Young. Otto Young, who had a catch in the first half, makes his 2nd of the game, 30 on the season, his 9th receiving touchdown, and with 9:49 to go in the 3rd, 23-14, Southern Lehigh. They go right down the field to start the quarter.
5-play drive, but the last 3 were throws. And with Steckert hadn't gotten, he kind of stacked up those first 2 plays for just 2 yards. They decided to open it up, and beautiful 40-yard pass for the touchdown.
Number 25, Declan Walsh.
Declan Walsh to attempt the point after try. Good snap once again. Walsh puts his foot into that one. It is away, and it is good. So Southern Lehigh, who deferred to start the game, takes the ball to start the 3rd quarter. They march right down the field. It's the right arm of Colton Sams this time, and they lead it by 10. This is the Class 4A title game on the PIAA Radio Network.
The PA Attorney General's Office and the PIAA remind you to not let pain become a killer. If you suspect a teammate, family member, or friend of abusing prescription drugs, tell a coach, tell a teammate, tell a teacher, tell someone. For help and information, go to ddap.pa.gov, and together we can ensure that pain doesn't become a killer.
Some see a high school football stadium. We see a place where Pennsylvanians come together as a community. The Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and the PIAA creating opportunities for student athletes to be seen across Pennsylvania.
You're listening to the PIAA Football Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Over 40 years of experience, Egger, Snyder & Associates has seen every trick in the book. When you hire their law firm, they'll fight the insurance company every day to get the money you deserve. They're available 24/7. Contact them now, 1-800-9-4-EDGAR. 24-14 Southern Lehigh here at Chapman Field, early third quarter. And a return up towards the 30-yard line. It's Grundy once again. And Twin Valley now in a 10-point hole, going to start 1st and 10 in its own territory with 9:44 to play in the third frame.
Heck of a special teams play by Siler Hummel, 6'1", 162-pound junior who just shot through and made the tackle, made an ankle tackle, and Twin Valley has a 28-yard line first down.
Foster out of the shotgun from the far hash, Angle to his right. Hands it off to Angle, bobbled the handoff exchange momentarily, and then is going to pick his way for a couple yards that time. We're really starting to see this Southern Lehigh defense fire, too. They have played pretty well here through the latter stages of the first half. Noah Hopple and company there on the stop. That was a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, Tyler Prentice also there on the tackle. 4-man line for Southern.
Shotgun again for Foster. They look to the sideline, and Coach Myers, coaching in his 4th PIAA state title game, took Middletown to 3 of them in a row in the mid-teens. Angle switches to the left now of Foster. Shotgun snap, he claps his hand. It's a helmet-high snap, throws to the far side. It was tipped by Angle and picked off on the far side. Adam Fritz comes away with it, and there's our first turnover of the night with 8:58 to go in the third quarter.
Pass was just a little high out of the hands of Foster and tipped just right into the right spot for Southern Lehigh to recover. They've got a short field. They're going to start at the 31, and they've got the momentum.
Fritz, his 2nd pick of the season. And for Foster, who doesn't throw many of them, that is his first interception thrown of the season. 8:58 to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Southern Lehigh from the Twin Valley 31. Snap to Sams, hands it off. Stecker trying to break to the outside the hash mark on the near side, and tackled right on the number at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 1 for Stecker with 8:46 to go in the third.
Drew Engel there with the stop. And he gets a yard, which means that positive yard streak continues there for Steckert. But he's been bottled up this half. He's only gotten 3 yards on 3 carries.
2nd down and 9 from the 30. Southern Lehigh attacks the end zone to our left. They move right to left across your screen or dial. Shotgun for Sam. Stecker to his right. 2 receivers to the right of the formation, wing on the left side. Snap to Sams, throws it out to the far side. Brzezinski, and he is tripped up nicely in open territory that time by Alexi. And he gets a couple that time. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, and we're going to call it about 7 for Southern Lehigh. 8 minutes to go in the third.
I would say for Southern Lehigh, still test this Twin Valley secondary. They just haven't been tested a whole lot tonight, and it's been very successful for Sam so far. We'll see which personnel he brings out here and what formation. He's got Darius Leitner in now, and they're going with stack formation here.
They will go with that stack formation. Motion out to the near side is Leitner. Sam's hands off. Stecker found space. Stecker explodes. Stecker has a 1st down inside the 15, down to the 11-yard line. A 16-yard pop for Stecker as he continues to rack up the yardage here with 7:24 to go in the third.
So a good job using Leitner there as the decoy, just to have him come all the way here pretty much near to the sideline. Then they ran it and put Stecker and the explosion to get up to about, they're going to mark it at the 12, so 1st and 10.
Coming up on 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Southern Lehigh trying to expand its lead. Motion towards the near side, snap, Sams from under center, hands off. Stecker spins in traffic and gets popped by Angle as he's inside the 10-yard line, short of the 5, right at the 6. A 5-yard gain that time, under 7 to go in the third.
Angle, you're right with the pop. He just squared up and took him right down, but Stecker just popped right back up.
2nd down.
They're going to put Trembler back in there as fullback. Also, they still have Jacoby Jacobs in there as a tight end.
You can hear that wind howling a little bit more so here into our crowd mic as we got 6:25 to go. This is the windy part of the field here, open-ended with the highway right behind the stadium. Sam's under center, power formation behind him. Sam's snap, Steckert, right side, cuts back, Steckert, stretching, diving, touchdown, Sean Steckert. A 6-yard touchdown run for Steckert, and with 6:10 to go after the turnover, all of a sudden, it is a 16-point Southern Lehigh advantage. This game is flipped completely.
Yeah, Alan Bazile had him by the ankles right about the 3-yard line, but Steckert's strength, he just pretty much dragged him here. Bazile goes 6'2", 215, and there's Steckert dragging him by the leg into the end zone.
Declan Walsh to attempt the point after. Again, it's a good spot and hold, but Walsh can't get under this one, so we're going to stay at 16 points, 30-14. Southern Lehigh in front of Twin Valley. This is the PIAA Class 4A championship game on the PIAA Radio Network.
Believe it or not, at Edgar Snyder and Associates, their competition isn't other law firms. It's the insurance companies. If you've been hurt in an accident, watch out. Insurance companies will short sell you. They will deny your claim. They will do anything they can to avoid paying you. With over 40 years of experience, Edgar Snyder and Associates has seen every trick in the book. They'll fight the insurance company every day to get you the money you deserve. They're available 24/7, so contact them now at 1-800-94-EDGAR. And remember, there's never a fee unless they get money for you.
Today's game is streaming live on the NFHS Network. With the NFHS Network, you can watch live and on-demand high school sports on any device, wherever you are. You can relive all the incredible moments from today's matchup on demand at nfhsnetwork.com or with the NFHS Network app for Apple and Android.
Boy, Travis, you talked about the middle eight in our pregame show tonight, or the run-up to kickoff. The middle eight's been completely dominated by Southern Lehigh here.
Yeah, the 2 touchdowns here in the second half, and then the touchdown to wrap up the first half here. So they've got 3 consecutive scores here. Twin Valley has run a grand total of 4 plays in the last 5 minutes of play.
That is unbelievable how this is completely flipped. Is the return by Grundy. He is twisted around and dropped near the 35-yard line.
Grundy on the return.
That's where Twin Valley will start, 1st and 10, trailing by 16 now. I mean, you look at it one way, it's still just a 2-possession game for them, but they're going to have to get drives going here. That Southern Lehigh touchdown drive, 5 plays, 31 yards in 2 minutes and 48 seconds.
Let me take it one further. Since Southern Lehigh took the lead 10-7, Twin Valley has run 6 offensive plays.
Unbelievable how they started this game and where they are right now as Myers gets the handoff. Myers stumbled a bit, and then he gets across the line of scrimmage and falls right into the hands of Jones and company. Jack Pavis also in there on the stop for Southern Lehigh with 5:50 to go in the third, 3-yard pickup.
They'll keep tempo. They have to, because not only because down they're 16, but that's how they do offense. They need to go the air, no doubt about it.
Foster out of the shotgun near the near hash, hands it off to Myers. Myers picking his way left side. Short gain to the 40 again, as there's about 4 blue shirts there waiting for him. It's a 2-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for Twin Valley as we come up on 5:20 to go in the third.
You know, I've been a fan of the Seahawks for the longest time. Back when Chuck Knox was their coach in the 80s, his philosophy was run, then pass if you have to. Twin Valley has to abandon that at all costs here. You got to throw before you get to 3rd down.
I did not have a Chuck Knox mention on my bingo card tonight. I appreciate that. 3rd down and 5 as Foster rolls out. Backside pressure comes. He flings it, and it's incomplete. We do got a late flag from the secondary that flies in with 4:57 to go in the third quarter.
Pass is incomplete. There is a penalty flag on the play.
Probably a hold. I didn't see any pass interference. Credit to Kovchensky for coming off the edge here and pressuring Foster, but looks like it's going to be pass interference. We can't hear the referee, so we don't know the number, but
pass interference.
Twin Valley gets a free 15.
Against Southern Lehigh.
College or pros, that is no way going to be pass interference because the ball is uncatchable. There is no such thing as an uncatchable pass in high school football. So yes, contact before the ball had gotten there, even though there was no chance of it being caught. A proper call made by the men in stripes.
James Dotson, the third voice you hear, doing an excellent job producing here for us all day long, and will be with us all weekend long. Also a rules aficionado as well, as Engel breaks loose. Engel got around one defender, got around two, and he's inside the 20. So the penalty, they end up taking advantage of it. And Engel carries it all the way inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line.
And look how fast Twin Valley gets back on the ball. They're already ready to snap.
Shotgun for Foster off the far hash. Hands off Engel, running left side. Engel twisted around and pushed to the turf.
Drew Engel on the carry.
And he's going to be taken down there as Gretz and company for Southern Lehigh. Second down and call it about 5, 6. Going to be second down and 6 officially. Snap to Foster, hands off Engel again, following his block. Engel, there you go. There's the run, and then pass if you have to type of offense. Down to the 10, a 4-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and short.
Samad Harriet.
Harriet the stop that time for Southern Lehigh.
So Engel 26-4 and 4 yards on the last 3 carries.
He is starting to heat up, and boy, they need this offense in a hurry as Myers is in the backfield now with Foster. Off the far hash, shotgun snap, hands off Myers. Stutter steps again. Myers, a good run to the 5-yard line.
Lucas Myers
as he lowered that shoulder and just put the boom on somebody in the mix.
77, Carter Giberson.
Giberson was there, the big guy for the stop for Southern Lehigh, but that's going to be enough for a first down. 1st and goal, Twin Valley.
And right back on the ball here. They're hurrying up. This is tempo squared.
Shotgun for Foster again off the far hash. Hand off Myers. Myers again lowers that shoulder, and he gets grabbed by Giberson, but slipped out of his hands and kept working. He's inside the 5 and marked down at the 4, so it's going to be a 1-yard gain that time.
Carter Giberson.
Second down and goal to go from the 4 as the clock comes down to 3:07 to go in the 3rd.
Switch personnel, Engel in, Myers out. They also bring in Patrick Shanahan back.
Shanahan was a target early in this game for Foster. Threw his first pick minutes ago of the season. Shotgun for Foster, hands it off Engel, right up the gut, breaks it to the outside, dives, touchdown, Twin Valley. Drew Engel and company respond as they go almost the length of the field. 2:44 left to go in the 3rd. And they are within a touchdown now, assuming they go for 2 here.
8 plays, 65 yards, helped by that pass interference call. They're going to go for 1.
Yeah, they're going to kick it. At some point, they'll have to make up the point. It was a 16-point lead. This will draw them within 9. And the kick almost blocked, but getting that one through is Schaefer. So with 2:44 to go in the 3rd quarter, Drew Engel and company, boy, he's getting hot at the right time for Twin Valley. They cut it to 9, 30-21. Southern Lehigh leads it on the PIAA radio network.
It's interactive ice cream fun at the Turkey Hill Experience, located in Columbia, Pennsylvania. Learn how ice cream is made, invent, and taste your own ice cream flavors in our Taste Lab. Milk our mechanical cows, star in your own commercial. Get unlimited free samples of iced tea and ice cream. Visit turkeyhillexperience.com for more information about the Turkey Hill Experience.
For over 100 years, Wilson has been an icon on the gridiron, delivering elite performance on more high school football fields than any other brand, as well as being the official football of the NFL and the NCAA. Where there's football, there's Wilson. Learn more at wilson.com.
What is life-changing medicine? Is it returning to the playing field or your favorite hiking path after an injury? Or running with your grandkids after a joint replacement? At UPMC, life-changing medicine is all those things. Through innovative research, rehabilitation, and advanced surgical procedures, our experts get you back to what you love doing. UPMC, changing healthcare, changing lives. Life-changing medicine.
Drew Engel caps an 8-play, 64-yard drive that covered 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And Twin Valley gets within 9 now as Kochensky is out of bounds near the 30-yard line.
Return for the Spartans.
See where they officially mark him, but Southern Lehigh back on the attack here. I just said to you, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. What? I felt like it took 30 seconds.
8-play drive, and I had pointed out they ever since the field goal to put Southern Lehigh up, they ran 6 offensive plays. Well, add eight on to that, and that was a good drive.
You could watch like 3 episodes of 24, and it would not take as long as a game that Twin Valley plays does.
Yes.
It's an old reference for those of you scoring at home as they turn and hand off to Steckert. Steckert bottled up, bounces to the outside. Look out. Steckert turns upfield. First down run for Steckert. Maybe his best of the night. As there was nothing on the left side, he cut back and broke it to the outside. Got the first down over the 40 to the 41.
Not exactly a Marcus Allen type of come back to the middle here. Instead, he tried to go up the middle, didn't find anything out to the up the middle, then bounced back out to the outside and got 13 yards for the first down.
2.5 to go in the third quarter. 9-point lead for Southern Lehigh. Steckert closing in on 200 yards tonight. 199. And he is in the backfield with Sams in the shotgun off the far hash. They hand it off to him. There is 200. There is more to the 50. And into Twin Valley territory to the 47-yard line. Excellent gain that time, a 12 and another first down for Steckert. And that puts him over the 2-bill mark here in this PIAA championship game.
There was a running back 25 years ago at Pius X named Eric Rath. He looks a lot like Eric Rath with how shifty he is. Pius X is no longer a high school anymore. In fact, Rath got as far as the Eastern Final in Single A back in 2001 before they lost to Southern Columbia. What a runner he was, and what a runner Steckert is.
Phil Stambaugh, the longtime coach there, I believe, correct? He was a heck of a coach at Pius back in the day. Shotgun snap for Sams. Off the far hash, 1st and 10. Sam's going to sling it near side. Catch made. Kochanski to the outside. He gets outside the numbers and is driven towards the sideline and pushed there out of bounds by Engel. Going to be short of the first down. Got a good gain that time of 6. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 as we hit 90 seconds to go in the third.
Still trying to mix the pass in with the run. That's a good idea. And Kochanski has not dropped a pass tonight. He's been a really reliable receiver for Sams.
That Pius team, you remember around 2004, they were loaded.
Yes.
Going back to them real quick. And again, ran into Southern Columbia with Henry Hynoski and Josh Marks and Dan Latour, that incredible Southern team that got Jim Roth a title. Is Steckert going to carry again? Still has not lost a yard as he is across the 40
Steckert on the carry
to the 39. I bring Southern up simply because they are going for title number 15 tomorrow against Farrell.
I want to say that game that you're talking about was 2004 up in Selinsgrove.
Yes,
and Southern Columbia defeated Pius X 76-47, and Southern had like 800 yards of offense. I was there because I was keeping stats and my arm almost fell off.
There was a young reporter for the Shamokin paper who actually picked Pius to upset Southern. I won't tell you who that guy was. He might be in this booth tonight, and boy, was he wrong. Full house backfield behind Sams, who's under center. Motion towards us. Snap, handoff Steckert. Steckert, oh, he got rocked as he got to the line of scrimmage. Big hit that time by James Alexi, who's come to play tonight. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and about a yard as we wind down to close the third quarter. A game that was nip and tuck through one. Close game at the half, taken over by Southern Lehigh, and Twin Valley continues to fight. It's going to be 4th and 1 for Southern Lehigh when we come back to the fourth quarter here at Chapman Field. You're listening to the PIAA Quad A Championship game on the PIAA Radio Network.
Thank you for over 40 years of trust. During those years, we've helped thousands of people just like you, our neighbors. We're here for you. We're here for our community. We're here for our region. The people that we worry about the most are the people who never hire an attorney. That's what the insurance company wants. When you do call us, you'll know that you have the firm with over 40 years of experience. And remember, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
What is life-changing medicine? The discovery of cancer at the early... What is life-changing medicine? The discovery of cancer at the earliest possible stage? Challenging limits and transforming the impossible into reality? Or connecting people to doctors and specialists when they need it most? At UPMC, we believe life-changing medicine is all those things. Our goal is to change the world of medicine and the lives of those around us. UPMC, changing healthcare, changing lives. Life-changing medicine.
Get a head start on your career in exciting fields like science, communication, engineering, and medicine, along with tuition assistance in the Pennsylvania National Guard. To learn more about the Pennsylvania National Guard, check out Join PA Guard on Facebook and Instagram, or go to National Guard.
4th and 1, and they blow this dead as Stecker got the handoff.
On the play.
As we start the 4th quarter, flag comes flying in. We'll check it, and this might back up Southern Lehigh. It looks like it will. So it's going to take it from 4th and 1 to 4th and 6, it looks like. Yes, it will.
The penalty, illegal procedure.
Illegal procedure on Southern Lehigh. So pushes it back, makes it 4th and 6.
5-yard penalty. It'll remain 4th down.
Going to stay 4th down, and let's see what Phil Sams comes up with. I think they're going to keep the offense on the field. I mean, we haven't punted all night. Why would we start now, right?
I haven't seen play action all night. I would love to see if there's something in the playbook for Southern Lehigh.
You've got a 9-point lead, and
the punt team went out. Now they're getting called back.
Yeah, they're coming back, so I think they're going to go for it. Nope.
Or, well, we've got different personnel coming in. This is still, offense is still going to come out here.
I like this call, and I think with a 9-point lead, yes. 4th and 12, no, but 4th and 6, yes.
Otto Young is in there on the 3-man set here. He had the touchdown. He had a touchdown earlier this half.
Sam's out of the shotgun, 4th and 6. Off the far hash, Stecker to his left. Sam's going to throw it, looks, fires, catch is made, and a 1st down right in the middle of the field. It's Koczynski once again coming up with a big catch to move the sticks with 11:50 to play.
Yeah, if we're going to name a player of the game, it's going to be Stecker, but boy, oh boy, has Koczynski come up with some big catches tonight. He just sat right in the middle and got the pass thrown right to him. He had nobody around him pretty much, and then just secured it, got the 1st down, and a gain of 11.
Sams has completed 79% of his passes tonight for 122 yards. He has been very efficient for this offense when they've thrown the football. 1st and 10 from the 34-31 as Steckert stands to his left. Shotgun snap, hands it off. Steckert running left, and then Steckert was pushed back towards the middle.
Steckert the ball
cleaned up as he got right in the middle of the pile by Grayson Miller.
Tackle made by number 53.
I would like to see Twin Valley push up the corners and get them more. And I'd like them to see it go more man-to-man instead of zone, because they're just giving them 10-yard cushion, and that's just asking for, hey, I'm open. Throw me the ball. I'll get you 6 yards every time.
2nd down and 9 officially now for Southern Lehigh. Leads it by 9. Big night for Steckert. Has 3 rushing touchdowns, 216 yards on the ground. But they face a 2nd and 9 from the 30. Sam, shotgun snap, wing on the near side, or on the far side rather. He is going to throw it, little slant, catch is made. Young breaks loose. Young to the house. Touchdown, Southern Lehigh. 30-yard touchdown pass to Otto Young. And with 10:21 to go, it's back to a 15-point lead for Southern Lehigh.
There's about a 5-6 yard cushion between he and the defender right off the line of scrimmage. Just a simple slant pattern, and Young's got his 2nd touchdown on the night. Beautiful job of catching. You know, sometimes when you see you've got wide open space in front of him, you want to look upfield. No, he looked the ball into his chest, then turned out to the outside, outran the 2 defenders, and got the touchdown.
How about 7 of 11 on 3rd and 4th down combined for Southern Lehigh tonight? Converted that 4th and 6 to keep the drive alive, and then a strike as they are going to go for 2 up 15.
Big hold, boys, big hold.
With 10:21 to go, they go direct snap to Steckert. Steckert twisting around, and he's short. So they don't get it. It's going to stay at a 15-point lead with 10:21 to go in the 3rd quarter. But a touchdown pass, the 2nd of the night from Colton Sams to Otto Young, his 2nd touchdown reception of the night. And Southern Lehigh leads at 36-21. This is the PIAA Radio Network.
The PIAA is honored to have St. Luke's University Health Network, a nationally recognized entity in sports medicine, as the official medical provider of the PIAA Championships. St. Luke's University Health Network is a top 100 major teaching hospital which provides care to athletes ranging from youth sports to professional athletes in Pennsylvania. St. Luke's Sports Medicine offers comprehensive athletic training, orthopedic care, physical therapy, and concussion management, plus sports performance training for individual athletes and teams. St. Luke's is proud to have been chosen to support the Champions of Pennsylvania as the official medical provider of the PIAA Championships.
You're listening to the PIAA Football Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Brought to you by UPMC, life-changing medicine. Eric Thomas, Travis Sparks with you here. It's a 15-point lead there. Talking about the decision to go for that 2-point try there after the touchdown.
Yeah, the book says go for one, get the points on the board. I understand why they went for two to try and make it 3 scores. But going back in that drive, how about even after getting called for the false start, then deciding on 4th and 6 to go for it, and the pass to Kopchenski, that was the pivotal play in the drive, and then 2 plays later, the slant pass to Young for the touchdown.
Yeah, Kopchenski has been Mr. Reliable tonight. 6 catches, 48 yards. Young, the burner, 3 catches for 79, 2 of them for touchdowns, as they get a nice return out of this one for Twin Valley. That was Engel who returns the kick that time with 10-12 to go.
He was actually lateraled the ball. Somebody else for Twin Valley had gotten the kick, and then they lateraled it back to Engel, and he got all the way up to the 45-yard line. He's going to take a rest, and Myers is going to start this drive.
I think the other issue with going for 2 at that point is now you're forcing, if you kick the point, Twin Valley's got to go for 2 twice when they score, and they're running out of time. So I'm not sure as we get a false start as the play unfolds here. That's going to push Twin Valley back 5. So you think about it in this context. If they score here, they don't have to go for 2, which is key for them. They get the ball back, they score again, then they have to. So you're taking away the element of them having to go for 2 twice, which percentages typically, high school it's hit or miss. I mean, it's 50-50 really either way. You got good kicker, you make the extra point. You go for 2, you make it or don't. But I'm making them go for 2 both times. Hand off to Myers on 1st and 15. He was upended but broke out of it. And look at Myers just lower the shoulder and get his way into Southern Lehigh territory. Jack Pavis had the stop.
12 yards in the first down. They keep going with tempo, but to continue your conversation, Southern Lehigh has not been stopped on offense tonight either.
That's the other problem that you have right now. As Foster stands in the shotgun snap, back to pass, going to air it out over the middle. Too high that time for his intended receiver up the middle of the field. That was Grundy. It's going to be 3rd down and 4.
And they will stick with tempo here.
Pass is incomplete.
Riley and Grundy will come here to the near side. And Myers stays in at tailback, but he's just going to be in there to block. They've got to throw here. They need chunks.
3rd and 4 from the 49 of Southern Lehigh. 9:39 to go. They shift the wing and the extra blocker to the near side of the formation. Shotgun for Foster. Nope, he hands it off to Myers. Myers went up the middle, tried to break to the outside, and he's going to get wrestled down over on the far side. That was Darius Leitner, or Darius Roman, I beg your pardon, who made the stop that time, and it's going to be 4th and 3.
And they're going to go. I don't blame you. You got to go.
Yeah, they have to at this point, down 15. There's only 9 minutes to go, a little over 9 to go in the game. You don't know how many more chances you're going to get. You got to go for it here. It's off the far hash. Shotgun for Foster. Angle standing to his right. Wing on the near side. 2 receivers to the right. Hand off to Angle. Angle is going to get to the 45 and no further.
Oh, we might be measuring again.
On the carry.
He needed to get to the 45. The side judge on the near side comes in, and where his left foot is, that's going to be a first down. And he just got enough at the tail end of the run. They'll go tempo, 1st and 10 from the 45, 8:54 to go. Foster, shotgun, far hash, play blown dead. We got a flag in.
False start again.
Yes, it is. It'll back Twin Valley up 5. First and 15 again with 8:49 to go. It does stop the clock. They get it reset, take the ball back to midfield. 2 receivers to the right, wing on the near side. Shotgun for Foster. Rolls out. Foster heaves it. It was tipped and knocked away. Looked like that was tipped by one of the linemen coming in to make the stop, or trying to make the stop. Got his hands up, and that brings up 2nd and 15.
I'm not even sure that was. I think it actually just popped right out of his hand as he went to throw it, and was recovered by Southern Lehigh, but they are going to say the ball went forward out of his hand, so an incomplete pass.
Good call by James Dotson, our producer tonight. You will hear him at halftime and postgame, and from time to time in game. Handoff to Engel. Engel slipping through everybody, tries to get his way back towards the original line, but he's to the 46. Gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd down and 11.
Number 35, Jacoby Jacobs.
Jacoby Jacobs in on the tackle that time for Southern Lehigh. And here we go, another big 3rd down, 3rd and 15. 3rd and 11, I beg your pardon, from the 46 for Twin Valley. Off the far hash, shotgun for Foster. Engel standing to his left. Foster rolls out. Foster fires. Catch incomplete. He had a man open in the flat on the near side. And that was Chase Riley, and they couldn't connect. It's going to be 4th down.
He heard footsteps from Darius Roman. He came off uncovered off the edge, and we're going to have our first punt of the night. They're going to punt it away with just under 8 to go.
Twin Valley's got 3 timeouts left, and they are on the Southern Lehigh side of the 50. Grundy is out to punt it away. Punt from the far hash will come from right to left.
The only good thing about this is you have the wind at your back.
Back deep to receive. Well, and they will kick it away. It is a high twisting one that is fielded and downed by Roman at the 10-yard line. Well, the distance really doesn't matter for Southern Lehigh. The clock does at this point. There's 7:51 to go, and they're up 15.
I don't want to second guess here. I would have gone for it. I mean, yes, you would have given them a short field into the wind, but now you've given Southern Lehigh a chance to churn one of those 16-play drives that they had earlier in the game.
Yeah, that's a catch-22 there for sure for Brett Myers and company. Down 15 with 7:51 to go.
And there they go with 3 men in the backfield again.
Yep, Sams is under center. They motion Leitner out to the far side. Handoff. It is to Steckert. Steckert, oh, they got him by the ankle, and he tried to twist out of it. And he was taken down just over the line of scrimmage there for a short gain. Ryan Mentor once again.
Engel on the stop.
Yeah, give him 2. Engel again. He's been playing a great game on offense and a whale of a game on defense, too.
Steckert has 218 yards rushing tonight. 3 touchdowns. They mix and match the personnel here as they bring a couple guys out and in.
Southern Lehigh would love to see him pop one to the distance right now. They're not going to go with a full house backfield like they just did. They're going spread.
Yep, shotgun with Sams standing on the far hash. He motions to the near side of the formation. Snap to Sams. It's going to be a pitch to Steckert. Steckert takes off. There he goes. Steckert to the outside. Steckert's got a block. Steckert across midfield. Steckert inside the 20 and taken down all the way inside the 20-yard line down to the 17, a 70-yard run for Steckert. And he is up to 288 yards rushing tonight. That is 1 more than Billy Lucas for the most all-time in the 4A title game.
Yeah, we've got the fans yelling like crazy, but those fans on Route 309 in the Lehigh Valley, they're really happy as well down in Center Valley and all the southern part of Lehigh County. Boy, oh boy, Steckert. They called it right. It was a toss play. They called it just right. He got out of 1 tackle and then had a lot of open field in front of him. He gets it again. Yep.
Yeah, he does. So if that holds, and he has still not lost a yard tonight, As he's going to get down to the 16, a 2-yard gain that time.
Tackle made by number 70, Gavin Tilling.
So the most rushing yards ever in the 4A title game is now Sean Steckert. That is the 4th best total, and he is still working here. Actually, it's going to be the 3rd most ever in a PIAA championship game. He's only got Jeremiah Young to catch at 292, and R.C. Lager-Marcino from Lansdale Catholic, who ran for 353 back in 2004.
4 on the play clock. They got to hurry.
Shotgun snap to Sams. Little pitch inside to Jacobs. Jacobs was stood up, gets to the outside, and then an excellent job back in the backfield by Jace Oliver to drag him down.
That was a forward pitch. They were trying to get just some yardage up the middle, and he got pushed back and ends up getting knocked back to the 22. So he loses 6 there. So it's one of the few things that have gone wrong for Southern Lehigh tonight.
Yeah, not much else has worked against them tonight. 290 yards for Steckert. He's 2 away from Jeremiah Young for 3rd place all-time, or 2nd place all-time in that list. What a night for Steckert as Sams is going to roll out. Sams looking down the field, pointing, cuts back the other way. He's got to get rid of it. Sam's going to throw off his back foot out of bounds with 5:08 to go in the contest.
He had Darius Roman wide open on the right side, but he just couldn't get to it. He had 2 Raiders in his face the whole time. So this is a 4th down. They got to get down to the 8. So what do you call here? Steckert stays in. They're going to get Young back in, also Roman. Kovchensky, who's had a whale of a game himself, he's gonna be in there as well.
Yeah, he's been the possession guy in this game and done an excellent job of that. 4th down and 14 to go from the 22.
4 wides.
Sam's out of the shotgun, Steckert to his left. Snap to Sam's, gonna go back to pass, pumps. Sams looks, not a lot open. He's got traffic coming. He pumps again, and he's going to take it taken down back near the 30. There is a flag down. There's 2 of them down.
Penalty flags on the play.
Let's see if these offset.
Yeah, the referee threw the first flag, and then there's a flag here on the sideline. It could be 2 separate penalties, offsetting. We shall see. We got the hold. And a face mask on Twin Valley, so we replay 4th down.
Holding called on Southern Lehigh. Face mask called on Twin Valley. Those penalties will offset. We'll replay 4th down.
All right. No shot at it, boys. No shot at it.
So this time, John Fissner will come back in. And they'll also bring Young back in. So, Eric, we get to do it again, 4th and 14.
So we will do it again, 4th and 14 from the 22. And we're going to get another whistle. We get a timeout called by Phil Sams and Southern Lehigh. Looks like we did. So 4:59 to go in the contest. We're going to step aside for a timeout as well. 15-point lead for Southern Lehigh here on the PIAA Radio Network.
Sports Fox Photography is Central Pennsylvania's home for dramatic, high-energy sports images. Booster Clubs, now's the time to book your media day and game day photo sessions for next season.
Bring it back here because they're going to cut the timeout short. So we are going to have 4th and 14 from the 22 now with 4:59 to go. I guess that really wasn't a timeout called. As Sam's out of the shotgun, going to step up. Sam's looks, he fires, end zone. It's intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone, and coming out is Grundy, and Grundy bouncing around is going to get the ball. He got back slammed. He got picked up and basically back suplex to the turf over the 15 at the 17-yard line.
Number 18, Ben Grundy. Tackle made by number 71, Cody Wentzer.
So Twin Valley's going to take over with 4:45 to go, down 15.
There was a penalty on the run back even before the tackle happened. We'll see what the officials say here. Illegal block in the back on Twin Valley. So it's still going to be first down Twin Valley. They'll just mark it back 10 yards or half the distance from where the foul was. So
on the return against the Raiders.
First Southern Lehigh possession to come up empty, but the price for it is Twin Valley gets the ball on their own 7.
So one last chance here for Twin Valley with 4:45 to go. They're down 15. This is going to have to happen in a hurry as Foster's back to pass, going to air it out from his own end zone. It's intercepted. Fritz has some space. Fritz has a block, and he's going to go down near the 10-yard line, actually right around the 12 to get it right back.
By number 16, Adam Fritz.
So for Fritz, that is interception number 2 tonight. And with 4:36 to go in this one, that last-ditch effort by Twin Valley. I beg your pardon, that's his second interception of the season for Fritz. It'll be Southern Lehigh back out there once again. Sams under center is going to hand off Steckert, picking his way through. Steckert tripped up as he gets down to the 5-yard line. 8-yard gain that time. He is now number 2 all-time in any classification in state championship history with 298 yards rushing. Jumps Jeremiah Young, jumps Billy Lucas, and only trails R.C. Lager-Marcino, who had 353 yards in 2004. What a night for Steckert.
Yeah, just 2 to go here for the first 5 to the end zone. Would not be surprised to see that full house backfield again and give it to Steckert. And if he scores here, then might as well call it a night.
They will hand it off to him. He bounces off his defender and fights forward inside the 5. That's going to put him over 300, and he is now just the second running back to ever go over 300 yards rushing in a state title game. So a historic night here for Sean Steckert. He's trying to put his exclamation point on this title game.
Yeah, he's going to be elected mayor of Center Valley if he punches this one in here. He's just an impressive history-making night and a great job here. They don't have the play clock running, but they do have the game clock running. So got issues there, and the officials are going to say stop the clock. Let's fix a couple things here. And Sams is just coming back into the huddle here. He got the play call and just coming back and getting ready to call the play here. Clock stopped at 3:12.
You know, Twin Valley's run the ball nicely themselves tonight, and Engel on any other night would be the focus of this game. 137 yards rushing, 299 and counting. So he's over 300 now. You add that last play in. Is Steckert. What a night for that young man. Over 3,000 yards rushing in his career, 3,200.
And a great night to cap it off on.
3 more touchdowns. He's got 44 on the season.
I think the confusion with the officials here is they're looking over to our side to change the time. You know, we're here, the TV's here, but across the way is the scoreboard operator.
The game operations, yep.
Yep, so they put it back to 3:24 and started up, and the play clock is down to 17. So they might just let it run all the way down and call timeout here.
Yeah, under 3 to go here, closing in on 3 to go. They do line up quickly. Play clock down to 5. Sams will hand it off, and it's Steckert, and he's still not going to lose a yard tonight.
He fell forward. They saying stop the clock. He's got a first down.
Number 63.
Should be enough. Yeah, he's
Miller
right
on the
there.
stop.
Grayson Miller had to stop that time. How about 36 carries, 37 carries? He didn't lose a yard. That is remarkable tonight, and a credit to this offensive line. You said it earlier.
Yes.
This offensive line for Southern Lehigh.
They averaged 262 up front. Guyberson goes 335, Bogert goes 230, Suchak 290, Westner 210, Gretz 245. An impressive night, and if I'm Mr. Steckert, I'm taking my boys to the steakhouse afterwards to celebrate. He's a little short.
Yeah, they brought the chain gang out, and he is a little bit short. I want to ask, though, didn't he have nearly 40 carries a week ago in the semifinals as well?
Yeah, he is also a guy that many will tell you. Phil Sams talked about this tonight before kickoff. That just gets better and better as the night goes on. And I asked him, I said, how is he? Like, really, how is he? And he said, oh, he's fine. He said, dude, he is fine. And Sams will get up tight under center. They'll push him forward, the push. And it's going to be down.
He's got a yard. He's got a yard.
Yep, at the 1 yard line. So it'll be first and goal for Southern Lehigh with 2:45 to go. They're going to cap this thing off. Probably going to have to run they're going to definitely have to run a couple plays here. They can't let the clock go all the way down.
Well, Southern Lehigh is not going to run under the radar in the Lehigh Valley anymore when it comes to football. They're going to get their first state title before some of the other schools in the Valley get state titles. I mean, we've had Liberty win state titles. Nazareth has been in the running. Bethlehem Catholic's been in the running. And there goes Mr. Steckert. He's in.
He is in for the 4th time tonight. And there is officially 300 yards rushing for Steckert, 301 to be exact. And his 4th touchdown of the night to slam the door on a state title win for Southern Lehigh with 2:06 to go. Boy, this game really flipped. Early in this 3rd quarter, it was 17-14 at the half, and before you blinked, all of a sudden it was
30-14 after the
16-point lead, and Southern Lehigh has just continued to roll in this contest. 448 yards of offense on 56 plays.
Number 25, Declan Walsh.
8 of 15 on 3rd and 4th downs tonight.
Come on, one last time.
Declan Walsh to add the point after try. The high snap, puts his foot into it, end over end, and it's through. 2:06 to go in the 4A title game. It's 43-21 Southern Lehigh on a historic night for their historic running back, Sean Steckert. This is the PIAA Radio Network.
Sports Fox Photography is Central Pennsylvania's home for dramatic, high-energy sports images. Booster Clubs, now's the time to book your media day and game day photo sessions for next season. See our full gallery and reserve your dates at sportsfoxphotography.com or follow at sportsfox.photography on Instagram and Facebook for the latest highlights. Capture the moments, celebrate the athletes, choose Sports Fox Photography.
Thinking about a career in medicine? Osteopathic medicine combines a total body approach to the patient with modern science. With 4 College of Osteopathic Medicine campuses right here in Pennsylvania, your opportunities are endless. To find out more, visit poma.org. This message is brought to you by the POMA Foundation, a healthy lifestyle partner of the PIAA.
Back here at Chapman Field, Eric Thomas, Travis Sparks with 2:06 to go in this contest. Just the 2nd running back all-time to go for 300 yards in a state title game. Sean Steckert with 3:01 and 4 touchdowns here tonight. Averaged 8.1 a carry. Did not lose a yard tonight on 37 rushing attempts.
I think one of the happiest guys on the Southern Lehigh side here is Cody Westner, the smallest of the offensive linemen. He goes 6'1", 210, but he's jumping up and down like a 10-year-old on Christmas morning. He just was happy and jumping up and down and just congratulating everybody possible, and good feeling here on this Spartan sideline.
Reminder that tomorrow we'll have 2 more games for you. Action gets underway at 1 o'clock, the 2A title game, which should be a good one. Farrell and Southern Columbia. As kickoff will go in the end zone, automatic touchback for Twin Valley with 2:06 to go. And then tomorrow night, it's a rematch of last year's 5A title game, as District 12 champion Roman Catholic will take on the defending state champions out of District 3, Bishop McDevitt. Saturday, the 3A rematch, Avonworth and Northwestern Lehigh, the rival of Southern Lehigh. And then we get the 6A final to close things out between Central Catholic and LaSalle College. So we'll hand it off, Engel, and Engel going to get some yardage for his stats here at the end of the game as he breaks it into Southern Lehigh territory with 1:56 to go. Going to mark him down at the 46-yard line. Good 34-yard run that time for Engel, and he's closing in on a big night here with 172 yards rushing now.
Yeah, just another good run, good job of waiting for the blocks.
46-yard line.
And 34 yards of first down.
Get a whistle here as this play
Another false start.
starts, and it is another false start.
So the first leg of the Route 309 trifecta is complete with Southern Lehigh getting it, Northwestern Lehigh tomorrow, and then LaSalle on Saturday night. We'll see if those 3 can complete that trifecta.
And if you really want to call it a trifecta too, we technically have 3 rematches.
Yes.
As LaSalle and Central Catholic met to open the season, so they bookend the high school football season, week 0 and the final week of the season coming up on Saturday. As Engel's going to carry once again. Producer James Dotson just slipped me a note there about the total yardage in this game tonight, which is absurd, as they've gone for 769 yards total between these 2 teams.
Can I ask that the next 4 games be as good as this one
was?
Oh,
please.
Yes.
Please.
Yes, please.
Hand off to Engel once again, right side, and he's going to get taken down over the 50 near the 47-yard line.
Well, as good as Southern Lehigh feels, you got to feel for Brett Myers. He's now going to be. This is 4 times he's made it here to the state championship, and he's going to come up short all 4 times. Not because of lack of talent. It's just he's run into some buzzsaws of teams that are on the other sideline.
Foster back to pass, throws off his back foot. It is intercepted.
Yep, they mark it, and Jack Pavis with the interception. All they did was mark the ball. They didn't really say it was an interception, but it was clean.
51 seconds to go. That might have actually been Roman who got the interception.
I had seen 14 come up with the ball down there, but okay. James has better eyes than I do.
He's got a cleaner window.
He's got younger eyes than I do, that's for sure.
51 seconds to go in this one as Southern Lehigh can now run it out.
Yeah, Pavis.
So it was Pavis. We've confirmed that it was him that had the interception. And Southern Lehigh, for the first time in school history, is going to win a state title. This was the first state title game for either program. And for Twin Valley, all-time in the PIAA playoffs, they were 2-0 because those 2 games were this season. They're going to fall to 2-1, but their first state title games, just hopefully for Brett Myers, the beginning of something special here for this team, this program. Lots of sophomores and juniors on this team. And the bar has been set exponentially higher for this team as Sams is going to fire the ball up in the air with 20 seconds to go. And he'll celebrate with his dad, Phil Sams, the head coach, because Southern Lehigh, the Spartans, win District 11 this season, and they win the state title this season as they dominate Twin Valley tonight, 43-21 to win the Class 4A state title game. A historic night for Sean Steckert, 301 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns for the incredible 3,000-yard back for Southern Lehigh. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout. When we come back, the trophy presentation, and then James Dotson will have our post-game show to wrap it up. Southern Lehigh, the first time they've ever won a state title over Twin Valley by 22 right here on the PIAA Radio Network.
Fans, celebrate the holiday season with Wise Markets by checking out their amazing seasonal savings. Don't forget to redeem your points for additional free or reduced Wise quality items, all thanks to their newly improved holiday program. If you're looking to round out your holiday meals, save over $20 on select Wise quality items with their Holly Deals digital coupon program. But if you're busy with guests, why not order an entertaining platter? Wise customers can even earn 2 times the Wise Reward points on party platters, custom cakes, and party pizzas. Find all the great deals at your local Wise Market or at wisemarkets.com. Eat better, spend less, that's Wise.
Today's game is streaming live on the NFHS Network. With the NFHS Network, you can watch live and on-demand high school sports on any device, wherever you are. You can relive all the incredible moments from today's matchup on demand at nfhsnetwork.com or with the NFHS Network app for Apple and Android. You're listening to the PIAA Football Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Southern Lehigh wins it tonight by a final of 43-21 as they're going to gather both teams here and award the trophies here tonight. First state title for Southern Lehigh and Phil Sams. Let's listen in on the trophy presentation here, and then we'll bring it back up here and send it to James Dotson to wrap things up. Big time night for Sean Stecker tonight, 301 yards rushing, and they're about to get the gold trophy here in the state of Pennsylvania for 2025.
Congratulations to the Raiders of Twin Valley High School, your PIAA 4A state runner-up. And we direct your attention at midfield, where District 11 Chairman Mr. Steve Panzer will present the PIAA 4A state championship trophy to the Spartans of Southern Lehigh High School. Let's celebrate. Come on now. Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate.
So there's your trophy presentation. Southern Lehigh wins it for the first time. They're going to take that back to the Lehigh Valley, and might this be the first of 2 Lehigh Valley champions here this weekend. Their rival Northwestern Lehigh is going to do it on Saturday against Avonworth, but what a performance tonight.
7 drives, their first 7 drives of the game, and just a wonderful, wonderful night. A great performance by Southern Lehigh. Twin Valley, yeah, tough break for them. The interception in the first drive of the second half, that kind of put them behind the 8 ball because Southern Lehigh immediately scored after that to make it 30-14. Brett Myers, another tough night here in state championships, but good moment. He was sharing a lot of hugs with his players after they came out of the line at midfield, and of course he saved his biggest hug for his son Lucas. His other son played quarterback for Twin Valley last year in the run that pretty much started this season. So great season for Twin Valley, a historic one for them. It wraps up 14-1, and Southern Lehigh is going to head back to Center Valley at 15-1. And take home PIAA gold and in one of the best offensive showcases we've ever seen in the state championships.
It really was a great way to end day 1 of the PIAA championships. Southern Lehigh wins it tonight 43-21, 301 yards rushing for Sean Steckert, the second most ever in a PIAA championship game regardless of class. Gives his team, the Spartans, their first ever state gold medal. That'll do it for us here. Stay tuned for the post-game show next. James Dotson will have your recap and some final stats and highlights. That comes your way next on the post-game show.
Let's do it again tomorrow.
Let's do it again tomorrow. We're going to have 2 more tomorrow and 2 more on Saturday. We'll send it to the post-game show after this on the PIAA Radio Network.
Thank you for over 40 years of trust. During those years, we've helped thousands of people just like you, our neighbors. We're here for you. We're here for our community. We're here for our region. The people that we worry about the most are the people who never hire an attorney. That's what the insurance company wants. When you do call us, you'll know that you have the firm with over 40 years of experience. And remember, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
Believe it or not, at Edgar Snyder and Associates, their competition.
What is life-changing medicine? Is it returning to the playing field or your favorite hiking path after an injury? Or running with your grandkids after a joint replacement? At UPMC, life-changing medicine is all those things. Through innovative research, rehabilitation, and advanced surgical procedures, our experts get you back to what you love doing. UPMC, changing healthcare, changing lives, life-changing medicine.
If you think you can make the calls, become a PIAA official. Make some extra cash, stay in shape, and enjoy interscholastic sports, all while making a difference in your community. Head to PIAA.org for more information.
Today's game is streaming live on the NFHS Network. With the NFHS Network, you can watch live and on-demand high school sports on any device, wherever you are. You can relive all the incredible moments from today's matchup on demand at nfhsnetwork.com or with the NFHS Network app for Apple and Android. Welcome to the postgame show on the PIAA Radio Network. With a recap of the game, here's James Dotson.
The postgame show continues here on the PIAA Radio Network. Big shout out again to our crew today. Bob McCool in the first game and Eric Thomas doing double duty. Travis Sparks joining us here for the nightcap. We'll all be in action again tomorrow for the rest of, for day 2 of our 3-day event here from Chapman Field at Cumberland Valley High School. Congratulations, 43-21 victors, Southern Lehigh over Twin Valley, the first ever state championship for Southern Lehigh football. Get you some second half highlights here. 17-14, Southern Lehigh getting the big score right before halftime, and that was huge because of the fact, well, Travis and Eric talked about it. That middle 8 minutes is always going to be crucial, especially when you defer to start the half. They take the lead late in the first half. The first of 3 straight touchdowns scored from Southern Lehigh. Sean Steckert dominating on the ground in the first half, but it's the aerial attack that gets things going for Southern Lehigh to start the second half.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Shotgun for Sams off the near hash. Steckert to his left. Sams waits, looks at the clock, snap, back to pass. Protection is there. Sams slings it down the middle. The catch is made, and off and running to the house for the touchdown is going to be Otto Young.
Otto Young getting that score made it 24-14 early there in quarter number 3. A interception thrown by Twin Valley set up another short field. Southern Lehigh capitalizes. Steckert, 3rd touchdown of the game, 3rd touchdown in a row for the Spartans.
Sams under center, power formation behind him. Sams, snap, Steckert, right side, cuts back, Steckert, stretching, diving, touchdown, Sean Steckert. A 6-yard touchdown run for Steckert, and with 6:10 to go after the turnover, all of a sudden, it is a 16-point Southern Lehigh advantage.
point after was no good, so it maintained a 2-possession game, and Twin Valley would not go away. Drove the length of the field, a quick no-huddle offense, 9 plays, just 2.5 minutes off of the clock, capped off with their 2,000-yard rusher, Drew Engel, getting his first score of the game.
Foster threw his first pick minutes ago of the season. Shotgun for Foster, hands it off Engel, right up the gut, breaks it to the outside, dives, touchdown, Twin Valley.
Made the score at that point 30-21, but Otto Young would not be denied as he hooks up on another scoring connection to extend the Southern Lehigh advantage.
Sam, shotgun snap, wing on the near side, or on the far side rather. He is going to throw it, little slant, catch is made, Young breaks loose, Young to the house, touchdown, Southern Lehigh. 30-yard touchdown pass to Otto Young. And with 10:21 to go, it's back to a 15-point lead for Southern.
That was big, too. It was right after a 4th down conversion. No punts all game for Southern Lehigh. 36-21 to score at that point. Twin Valley, they drove to midfield. They got a 4th down conversion, but then elected to punt with about 7 minutes left to go. And Steckert on the very next play, or 2 plays later, I should say, went for a 70-yard run to become the all-time leading rusher in terms of 4A championship games, more yards than anybody else in the state championship. He would extend that record. He became just the 2nd player ever over 300 yards thanks to his 4th touchdown of the game. One final time. Here's Eric Thomas on the call.
Running, and there goes Mr. Stecker. He's in.
He is in for the 4th time tonight. And there is officially 300 yards rushing for Stecker, 301 to be exact. And his 4th touchdown of the night to slam the door on a state title win for Southern Lehigh with 2:06 to go.
It's been in the running.
Couple of interceptions late in the game, erasing any final chance for Twin Valley here in this one. Again, final score, Southern Lehigh 43, Twin Valley 21. A game that featured 771 combined yards. Both teams averaged over 7 yards per play. Don't know if we have numbers on like combined yardage over the course of a game, but this one we presume has to be certainly up there in those amounts. Southern Lehigh, 446 yards in the game, 301 on the ground, all by Mr. Sean Steckert, including those 4 touchdowns. 37 rush attempts, second straight game that he's been in the upper 30s in terms of rushing attempts. Any other day, you'd be talking about Drew Engel. 22 carries for 176 yards for Twin Valley and a touchdown, but overshadowed with Sean Steckert's performance. And also, don't forget about Colton Sams, because those 2 touchdown passes to Otto Young, he goes 13 of 18 for 145 yards as well. A good balance. That was the big difference, is that maybe more balanced passing versus rushing for Southern Lehigh, and they were able to capitalize on that here tonight, getting the victory again, 43-21, Southern Lehigh, the victors in the Class 4A championship. Clairton, 35-3 over Bishop Guilfoyle in the 1A championship earlier today, and now a 43-21 victory to end day 1 of the 2025 state championships. Big thanks to everybody involved here with the PIAA Radio Network. 1 day in the books. Again, we'll have the 2 and 5A championships tomorrow. Farrell against Southern Columbia in the first game, and the rematch between Roman Catholic and Bishop McDevitt in the nightcap. And, of course, we'll have Saturday's action as well. Avonworth against Northwestern Lehigh, another rematch from last year's championship game in Class 3A. And the nightcap, LaSalle against Central Catholic, 7 o'clock on Saturday. You can catch them all right here on the PIAA Radio Network. For the entire crew, I'm James Dotson. Enjoy your evening. We'll catch you tomorrow. 1 o'clock kickoff here from Chapman Field at Cumberland Valley for the state championships. One final time, 43-21, Southern Columbia, your champions over Twin Valley in Class 4A.
Higher for this team as Sams is going to fire the ball up in the air with 20 seconds to go. And he'll celebrate with his dad, Phil Sams, the head coach, because Southern Lehigh, the Spartans win District 11 this season, and they win the state title this season as they dominate Twin Valley tonight, 43-21 to win the Class 4A state title.